Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Lord, God bless y'all's spirit. Another beautiful day in paradise with the right perspective. Hit that like button immediately. All this extra talking right here, all that pre-class just pressing 1 and stuff like that, save it. Save the ones for when class start. If you got something to say before class, say it. Just go ahead and ask a question. Too much great information for you to just be sitting back, watching and waiting and not participating, not voicing your opinion, not asking the right questions before class. 1 is cool. I like 1. Before class is when you can ask the right question. Don't just sit there and watch me. What up, kid? Shout out to you. We in the building. What's up with you? Oh, my goodness. So you want to be free from the matrix once again. Hit that like button on the way in. What does that mean? What is the matrix? And how are you going to get free from it? I mean, we got people in the world saying they're free from the matrix right now. Press 1, hit the like button. They're free while on a YouTube page full of people searching and yearning to be free. If you already free, why don't you go be free? Because the truth of the matter is you're not free. You're not free. That's the thing about it. You in some type of bond or legal bondage. You don't give all your power and authority to something greater than thyself. Shout out to you, Mr. Bay. What's up? What's going on, champion? Nick Green, everything we were taught is a matrix. No, sir. Nick Green, you are wrong, Nick Green. You're not allowed to chat, Nick Green. You got to call it in. Wakanda, make sure Nick Green don't chat no more. Strike. Press 1, hit that like button. D-Jack, what up, my guy? Nick Green thinks he's smart. The matrix is everything we've been talking right there. Oh, shut up. Nick Green don't got nothing on our classroom. He just comes strolling in like he knows something. Call it in, Nick Green. You not allowed to chat no more. Change your emoji or whatever that is. Change your account. The journey ascends. Do not type answers in my chat room. Call them in. Thank you. Yeah. What is the matrix? Why do you want to be free from it? The journey ascends. The journey ascends. Why do you want to be free from it is the question. Lots of great calls yesterday. That was before we all found out at the end of the show. Civil law was the matrix. We know that the mother somehow is the matrix. We see that. But we also, the womb somehow is the matrix. But we also see that there's other definitions for the matrix, all working in tandem with one another. I like it. I appreciate all of the calls that I got yesterday. I love every bit of it. All the calls. It doesn't matter if you don't truly understand or don't know how to voice your opinion. The subject at hand is knowing how to just speak. You don't want to be Neo in the interrogation room your whole life. Just let them beat you up, do you? They just beating you up. Boop, bop, beep, beep, every day. Tell on yourself. Tell on your friends. Tell on me. Tell on somebody. Tell. Put you in a situation, and if it's civil law, that's totally different from everything we've been taught before. It's a simulation. It's this one. Is that. That's too technical. Let's just call it for what it is. Let's just call it for what it is. Civil law. The law that governs you. That's what it is. You free. Other than checking in with civil authority, press 1, would make you a subordinate or a, what they call a slave, they say. I think that word is just too taken out of context now. Slave. What up, Max? What's good with it? Lillian, it's good to see you up in here. Joy B, what's up with it? Yeah. Shout out to the fellas though, but yeah, all that extra convo, sir, especially when you're not inputting through the telephone. This is where the communication is. This is where the clouds are. This is where the air. This is the internet. So people, one thing I know about black folk, we believe in some mysterious stuff. Because y'all be talking all this stuff about materializing and manifesting something. And you ain't manifested nothing. I think that's the shit that hurt. It's like, damn, that mean we ain't, yes, it means you ain't manifested nothing. That's what the fuck it mean. That's the point. That's the point right there. You just hurting each other with deception and lies and set niggas up and females up and living silly, just dumb. What you call it, D. Jordan? Mumbo jumbo, as our granddads and pops and shit used to say back in the day. It's that mumbo jumbo, G. Just talking. Not really equating to nothing. Hit the like button. It should be 143 likes in the building. I just got 43, 44 haters up in here. Just want to watch and see what we learning today. Want to go back and sneak. You can't sneak this information. First of all, y'all don't got God in you because you stealing and you trying to take something. So you already fucked up. You're going to be out here looking like, what's his goofy name? Kanye West and Candace Owens and them. You're going to be out here looking like that. Fucked up with the knowledge because you don't got the real kingdom of God on your mind. In your heart, you got stealing for your benefit. But you just want to benefit from the knowledge somehow. And you gonna curse yourself. I told you. Come on, get it. Come on. Let me run around this world stupid. There's too much power for you without the right teacher. Press 1. And in order to have the right teacher, you have to be the right student. There's a balance there. The student acknowledges the teacher. The teacher acknowledges the student. You're here to learn. You're here to teach. Teach me this shit. That's one. They want to, you know what they be doing? They be, what is it? How do
I expect you to obey my commands at all times.
They say, Kev, how you do it, man? How you do this, man? How are you connected with God this way? They think it's a magic trick or something that they can go buy from Walmart or something. Press what? Yeah, just gonna order it from the Taco Bell. Bro, how do you formulate these words this way? Like, show how, like they gonna take it and run, and they can't never do that. That's why I just have fun observing and seeing how people react to it. They just run off and it sounds stupid and ridiculous. You can't do nothing with it. Nothing. You're fucked. Press 1. First of all, you gonna get yourself deported. That's what the fuck you gonna do. Exactly what I want you to do. Press. I'm sorry, y'all. This shit funny to me. You ever cooked a pot of stew that took so long? And it's just full of the right taste. You see, and then it's finally ripe. It's finally, there it is. That's the smell I was looking for. I was ready. Press what? Kanye looking like a buffoon. Adidas stole everything like I just take it. Candace Owens want the money, so they better give up the cash to Kanye or me, us. Press 1. And the Lords of London. Press 1. Tell Candace Owens she's a bully. And we're going to be talking about her and Tariq Nasheed today on the show. Fucking bully. Candace Owens became a black token bully. Press 1. All she do is bully people 24/7. Every one of her shows is stupid bullying bullet points. Shout out to y'all, man. So y'all want to be free? Okay, we learn. I'm gonna prove to y'all because I'm really only doing 30-minute shows now. The knowledge is too crucial. What happened to all the fellas that was here and were so with Kev Gills? They were so with him. Press 1, ladies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, we right here. What happened to them? Just an embarrassing front line. Press 1. They don't let the enemy in. Their shields is weak. Press 1. This is like some Lord of the Rings shit. Press 1. You got to be mentally fortified in truth. No deception in you. Press 1. You got to be pure-hearted. This is some shit that'll drive you crazy. What happened to him? Ran away. Went further. I told you at the beginning of the semester, okay, I'm about to jump. Come on. I jump. Jump again. Jump again. Jump. These niggas gone. Where they at? Ain't nothing around me but the honor roll students, the people who know, who want to know, who thirst for it. Press 1. Shout out to where Rico at. People like him. He don't quit. Rico can be way in the back. And don't worry about it. Go on without me. I'll catch up. Press 1. Go on without me. I promise you I'm going to catch up. All right, bro. He really does. He catches up real fast. But where y'all men at who need to know the law that be trying to check y'all women? Press 1 on God and they got to follow the law. And why I ain't got nothing to hand down to my children? Where y'all at? Press 1. Where y'all at? Well, man, where Ali at? Press 1. Where Ali at? I got the word of God, Ali. Ali, where the word of God? Right here. Ali, here it is, right here. You could be the profitable servant of God, but you became a 501(c)(3) preacher. They don't want you to know nothing that I'm talking about here. See, Ali, big bald head protector of the French. I knew it. I knew Tommy, big bald head protector. I knew you couldn't watch the fucking door. Press 1. Oh my God, too busy looking for certificates in the world of the Dead Sea. Press 1. Just dead. Mentally, and why do I say dead? And you label yourself black. How does that relate? How are you alive? Why would you label yourself unworthy of the law and wonder why your people are destroyed? Press 1. Your favorite leaders, Tariq Nasheed, Candace Owens, walking around with a bunch of white people saying, yeah, we black, and a black person from a black family can't black. The term of death has been on you. Press 1 that has murdered you in law. You have been crucified by the 94 crime bill. Press 1. And that was after a fact. Do it again if they could. You got to have a mind for this. Hit the like button. It should be 212 likes. Taj. It sounds like what? I don't know nothing you talking about. Want to be free. Drop the idol, Ezekiel. Sir, the idol is bigger than just drop an idol. It's more words than that. Yahweh only. Press 1. Yahweh only. Press 1 is more words that need to be expressed. Press 1. Hebrew Israelite. Press 1. Is more words. You got to use better words to express the law. Press 1. You so quick to go to Ezekiel and fail to go to our law right now. Yes, the law here, but the law's dead. They don't kill the law. They don't cut you off from it. So it's easy to say, oh, just turn Ezekiel and do that right there. That's not a teacher. That's a person who won't control, who's been authorized by the 501(c) propaganda machine to push something they can get a tax break. That's not what I'm talking about. That's a product of the Dead Sea. And your yearning to be free, you sign right up for the dead. Facts. I don't got to sign up to nothing to be free. You see? That's the difference. I don't have to convince this guy. I don't have to join a group. I have to do none of that to be free. See? That's how I know man is a liar. That's why. That's how I know. Niggas be out here lying, pretending like they know some law. As soon as Kev come and say you gotta apply ecclesiastical and Levitical law to supreme law. But now we know we've been cut off and we dealing with civil law. Press 1. See? They can't take it there. Press 1. They can't take it there. They stopped. They said, fine, I want to submit paperwork. I submit. Press 1, I come through and I'll be whatever. Long as foreigners can join your organization and become fine. Press 1. That's called submission. Sir, I'm not here to debate with you and your emoji self, sir. Learn how to use your words, not your fingers. Press 1. Get up here and teach the people then. You so smart, Yahweh Shah only man. Get up here and teach then. Get up here and teach. I'll yield the chair. The chair of authority right here. The principal office chair, the dean. I'll yield the seat to you. Go ahead. What? You're going to fall on deaf and dead ears. You may know, but you don't have the spirit in you to wake the people up. They didn't come here to see Yahweh Shah only. Guess what they came for? Kev Row. Press 1. Don't throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Press 1. You just mad, G. Go have a seat. This my university. Why people come up to Professor X and just be, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen over here, y'all. Shut up, punk. Call it in. I got superpowers now. Call it in, chump. And spew your verbiage. Hey, Chief X, spew your verbiage. This the channel. This the battleground right here. See, this is the battleground. This where you can say. This where you can say stuff like that. Whatever you want to say, Mr. Yahweh Shah 5013C only. Press 1. I'm not talking about nothing you can sign up to. Press 1, Mr. Yahweh Shah only. You think Jesus Christ or the Father or the Spirit of Truth got to sign up to a church to speak what God has ordained them to speak? Fool. Press 1. I like that word. Press 1. Please. I don't know. I got a certificate ass nigga. I ain't graduated nothing in my life. Fuck a certificate.com. Shout out Donald Trump. He made all the certificates irrelevant. Hit the like button. That's why he mad at me. And they can't use them words. Them words be fucking them up. Press 1 left and right and uppercuts. Coffee and Kush TV on the air. What up?
What's up, Kay? Yeah, this is Yahweh only, not Yahweh Shah only.
Whatever the name is, whatever the emoji name is, what do you want, sir?
I mean, I was just making a statement saying that, our people need to drop idolatry. So that's the problem with our people.
What's ideology?
That's the reason why
what is that one?
Problems right now is in idolatry.
Wait, our people is what?
Our people are into idolatry. That's why they have so many problems right now.
Wait, sir. Are you washing dishes or feeding a dog or something? What you doing? You got 10 pans going on? I can't hear anything.
Why you worry about what I'm doing?
Because I can't hear anything. You called me.
Question and you
Listen, bro, I cannot hear what's going on. I hear pots and pans and dog food. So,
no, ain't no pots and pans,
all right,
bro.
Okay, so again, you're a Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite by blood, not religion.
Okay, and so what does the genealogy have to do with it?
The genealogy? What you mean as far as the genealogy? I didn't say anything about genealogy. That's all our people.
You said by blood. You said you was Hebrew Israelite by blood.
But that's what we all are. It's not a religion.
Sir.
It's not a group that
but
you can join.
I'm talking genes now. That's all I'm talking about. What do you mean that's not a group you can join? Yes, it is. It's a non-profit you can join.
Those groups outside that you see outside, those are the false groups. Those are the 501c3 camps.
So how do we become free?
You become free by turning to Yahweh and repenting from idolatry and abomination.
Okay, and repenting from ideology.
It's simple as that.
Okay.
Let me ask you a quick question,
wait
right?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Before we
Go ahead.
So we just go to Yahweh Shai and ask for...
No, Yahweh. No, don't say Yahweh.
My bad.
Yahweh.
We go to God, okay, and then we do what?
You repent from your idolatry and your abominations. First, you got to confess what you're doing to the Most High and humble yourself. And then you repent from your idolatry and your abominations. Right? And then let me ask you a question.
And then what happens?
According to you, right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know, but what happens after that?
I'm gonna lead into that. This is the question I got for you. What's true justice and freedom for all black people across the whole earth? Negro people, not all black people, but Negro people, the Israelite people.
You said, say it again. What's the question?
What is true justice and freedom for all Negro people on the earth?
Come back under the authority of God's law.
That's kind of reaching it, you know. You want the right path, but what I'm getting to is total domination and rulership over the people that did the wicked deeds to us.
Oh, you want complete domination over the people who did the deeds to you.
That's what the scriptures promise.
Wait a minute. You want complete domination. What does that mean? What do you want to do?
That means when we're in total rulership and we have the people who have us oppressed right now, they're up under our subjection.
Okay, so who's the ruler of that?
Who people will call the white man today, which is known as Esau.
No. On your side, who's the ruler over there that made this decision?
Oh, Yahweh.
Oh, so who's the ruler that's going, the man that applies that authority to rule over them?
The Most High.
So Yahweh gives who, his son, the authority?
Thank you, sir. And we are the son. That's the whole thing.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
There ain't never been a nation full of kings running around making a bunch of decisions now. So,
well, I can prove it to you through prophecy in the scriptures.
Yes, but I can prove to you that you Judah, correct?
I don't know who I am yet until Elijah comes back. We don't. Nobody knows. All the people saying they Judah, Levi. Nobody really knows. We're gonna know when Elijah comes back.
So you don't know who you are.
I know I'm an Israelite. I don't know exactly what tribe I'm from. No, I don't. And nobody can say that they do know. If they do say that, they lying. So when Elijah comes back,
why would they be lying? Why would they be the liar?
Because the scriptures say nobody would know till Elijah come back when he turned the heart to the sons to the fathers and the fathers to the sons.
So he does specific things to turn the father's hearts to
He's going to do specific things. That's a prophet.
And how
Malachi chapter 4 verse 5.
I got you. I'm with you. And so how does he do this, man? That's all. I'm with you. How do he do it?
Say it one more time.
How does this happen?
Well, it happens to us repenting and dropping idolatry. And first, you got to get that. You see how you say something about Jesus and Yahweh Shai? You got to get that out your head first, because that's blocking you from thinking that you're not the son. Well, we the sons of God, not no idol.
Sir, I got to get what out my head?
You got to get Jesus or Yahweh Shai, the idol, out of your head in order for you to see Yahweh.
Wait. I got to get Yahweh Shai out my head?
Yep, because it's idolatry. He never prophesied or spoke nothing about Yahweh Shai coming to do anything.
Wait, who didn't? Yahweh,
the Most High.
Okay.
There is no thus saith Yahweh or thus saith the Most High in the New Testament at all. That's not our book. That's a Greek book.
Yeah, what I'm asking is, so only the Old Testament is what you're saying.
What they call the Old Testament is really the original Testament, but it was copied and plagiarized by what they call the New Testament. So yeah, you're correct.
So that book ends at Malachi.
Yep, it is at Malachi. You're right. There is no more thus saith Yahweh after Malachi.
And this is where they got the book of Eli from, because it's really the book of Elijah, correct?
Nah, we don't. Elijah didn't have a book.
But that's the movie. This is what they're saying here. A man blindly and filled with the Spirit of Lord. And
Well, yeah, it was kind of symbolic, but they knew.
But how you know they didn't have a book of Elijah?
Because where is that?
Oh,
The Most High would have made it known. It's no thus saith Yahweh nowhere else but from Genesis to Malachi.
so because you don't know where it's at.
What you mean? Because I don't know where it's at. You got to prove it. You got to bring it out. Bring out some text from the book.
Well, you brought up Elijah with the
I
Spirit.
brought up Elijah because he's mentioned in Genesis through Malachi, and specifically Malachi chapter 4 verse 5.
Right, that's who we talking about here. So if it's mentioned in Malachi,
So he said, "I'm gonna send you the prophet Elijah before the great and dreadful day of Yahweh."
that's right. Of the Lord, yes.
Of Yahweh.
Of the Lord. No, it says the Lord. It says the Lord, sir. It says the Lord.
It says Yahweh, bro.
Sir, it says the Lord.
All caps is talking about Yahweh.
Sir, it says the Lord, sir.
Okay, we in all caps though, right?
Sir, I'm just telling you, that's what it say.
So we know who it's referring to when it's
I
in
don't
all
know
caps.
who it's referring to. I ain't never heard. None of my Bible said that name. So I'm trying.
That nigga scared you crazy, bro. Come on, man. Reason with me, man. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to put you on the right path, too.
You
be
have
dropping that
placed
knowledge, bro.
a God in the seat of the Lord, sir.
Hey, they trying to replace the Most High with Jesus, bro. That's all
sir,
the thing is
you
about.
have placed-
Yahweh want his credit for everything, bro. The good and the bad, bro.
Sir, that is from the tree of knowledge. Forget the good and the bad. We want to eat from the tree of everlasting life. Thus says the Lord. Amen. Sir, you'll have the last word. Go ahead.
I mean, I respect what you're doing, man. You got a good panel, man. You got a good channel. Yeah. And I've been following you for a while. I got up on your show before. We talked.
Right.
I just want you to piece it together, Kay.
I've already pieced it together. You see?
I mean, see, when you talk
the
like
title,
that,
sir. When I talk like what? How you know what I?
Because you think you got it all figured out.
How you think you got it figured out? That's my thing.
I mean, I've been through the ropes. I've been around for a while.
I ain't been through nothing but the failures of life. So you been through what rope? The teachings of who
what I mean is
and what?
Talking about the ropes of coming to grip with knowledge and realizing that I was wrong. Because I used to believe the same thing that you believe.
What is that one?
The New Testament.
What do I believe, sir?
You believe that Yahweh Shai is the Son of God.
Sir, I ain't even mentioned Yahweh Shai one time on my show ever in life.
Yes, you did. You did before I came, man.
Sir, you are a deceiver, sir. And I don't want to play with your mentality because it's devilish. It's way down there slithering around the tree of good and evil. But I'm over here enjoying the blessings of my Father. Thank you, King, for all that you do. You stay right there. You heard me? Press 1. And that's how you deal with the children of Satan. Press 1. See? You just let them walk right into it. Just let them walk right into it. Just walk right into it. Press 1. Undefeated. With truth and knowledge. And the sword. Press 1. He put all type of gods up in there. And that one, no, that one. See, that ain't never read that word. Made up. Now you trying to ride the coattail of the true living God, sir. Idol worship. Boo. That's one. Gods of the dead. 5013C. Membership. Press 1. Dead and tormented souls. I'm up here. The cream of the crop. Press 1. Macho Man Randy Savage. You see my haters up in it? Don't block my haters. Leave them be. Leave the demons be. Press 1. Let the demons be. Let them speak. Let them speak. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's 350 up in here. And I just look, what the devil is afraid of. See, you understanding what we was talking about yesterday was civil law. See, they bound by civil law. See, they stuck there. Them and all aliens. They stuck there in the bottomless pit of nothingness. Press 1. That information that I brought y'all yesterday, that 90% of y'all took for granted and went to bed waking up for Kev to do another black flip. Chart. That's just history in the making. Y'all should do that proper respect. That's history in the making. I stole fraud department from where? Please don't block them. From me, Trip C's, Tree House. I don't know what that is. Call it in so I can hear. I can't hear your spirit through your fingers. See, when you got men speaking and talking with their fingers, yeah, let me know they don't have the vocal capacity. And they're stuck in the matrix. Just virtual matrix. Lord, I don't remember nothing. I don't remember your name. I don't know you. I have no affiliation with you. I don't care. Stay there. If you feel in your heart that I took the fraud department from you, press 1, and I don't even know your name, press 1. Let me give you a hint. Let me give you a little something. I came in with this idea when I was on a run from the law. I'm going to create the fraud department because every department store ever, they have a fraud department team. So I'm going to advertise it on my shit and sell to protection teams like Macy's and Nordstrom and all of the department stores, and that become, but that was on some other stuff. Press 1. So I don't know what, if you think my idea for the fraud department is like yours, where you was thinking something and develop a YouTube page, I was talking about that's something else. You tripping. See, but that's what happens when you stuck 4 years ago thinking and holding stuff in your heart for things that ain't even real. It ain't even real. What you thought in your head, that something that I took from you, I didn't even know you. I don't even know you. So you living with this in your heart all this time. Press 1. All this time, develop all this hate for me.
Shame.
And I don't have no idea what you're talking. That is tormenting. Whew. Lord have mercy. That you just filled with hate. You don't fill your soul with something that don't even make sense to me, and develop hate for an individual, and you sound ridiculous. Press 1. You sound ridiculous even saying it. I would be embarrassed to have that much hate in my heart to randomly pop up somewhere. You took something from me. They don't even know who you are. What? The fraud department is in every department store. Press 1 is on every Google. Press 1 in every service of, wait, please hold. So why y'all think y'all came up with this stuff? But I digress. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Yo.
What's your name? Where you calling from? Turn the sound down in the back and fix your little voice modifier. What's up?
Yo.
Huh?
Yo. What's up, Kev?
What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to comment on what you was just talking about, man.
About what?
I'm really part of the Hebrew Israelite.
I don't want to talk about the Hebrew Israelite, so I don't care. I'm talking about, so you want to be free from the matrix. I'm not talking about no dang Hebrew Israelite, and you want to battle me. Why would I want to battle a Hebrew Israelite?
you don't debate then. You can't stand up in a debate then.
I can set up a debate. You want to debate me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you want to do it?
I mean, I'm coming with a lot of receipts. I have receipts. Everything.
No, I don't care about your receipts. I don't care about what you got in your little notepad. I'm talking about when do you want to do it?
Whenever you have a free time.
I don't have free time.
Set up a show?
I don't have free time. Time, you got to take time. Time costs. When do you want to do it?
Well, I mean, I understand that you don't have the proper information.
What do you have, sir? Don't tell me what I don't have. What do you have to offer me that want to entice me to debate you on what? What is the premise of this debate? What is the premise?
I've been doing research. I've been doing research.
But what's the premise of the debate, sir?
I just told you that we are from the Hebrew tribe of Judah.
So that's not what the last Hebrew said. I was right here, and I asked him, so you're Judah. So you in agreeing with me. Nigga, go sit down, bro.
Oh.
Sir, go sit your ass down. Press one. You supposed to be battling him.
Shame. Shame.
Now you two niggas continue to bump your heads until you get it. I'm too smooth. Press button. I'm the champ of the world, Craig. Top flight security of the world, Craig. I got them both out the bushwhackers. Come here. Bow. Press one. Them niggas back there. Press one. This is a sideshow. Black intelligence in this community is worthless. Throw it away. Press one. From Hebrew Israelitism to Islamism. Press one. To Tariq and Nasheedism. Press one. To Pan-Africanism. Press one. To living on the back of a fucking turtleism. Press one. There's a planet out there called Planet Risk-ism. Press one. Aliens has come to save you. Press one. All that because you do not believe. Press one. That's why. That's why. You want to make up things. I noticed that now. They just want to make up. I'm out here beating them up. I ain't even got started in today's show. Press one. They already, when the Rock is out there, and then the Titantron, and then the wrestler sneak from up under the ring. Two clowns, doink and dink. Press one, and just, oh yeah, we got them. Let's jump them. Press one. Debate yourself. Oh my goodness. Somebody say, answer my phone. Do I have time to... This is truly pathetic. I'm doing y'all dirty out here. Dirty. Y'all better come on, because I'm about to free the people. Hit the like button. As soon as we get up to 350 likes, I'm about to free them. No, I ain't going to free them. I'm going to tell them. They already know they enslaved by civil law. There is no way out. They might well throw them little paperworks away. Kev Gills don't told them the truth. As soon as we get up to 350 likes, I'm going to tell them the truth. Doesn't matter what you said, Hebrew. Doesn't matter what you said, big forehead ass over there. Press one. I just woke up and I felt like it. That's why. I like every bit of it. I just woke up. I felt, how am I going to tell y'all the truth today? Yesterday, great. How we going to top that? 424-209-9506. So you want to leave the matrix, but you don't even know why? I mean, I got the truth right here. I already told you it's the civil law. I told you. You got to come back to the word. Press one. Don't add to and don't take nothing from is in Revelation. Press one. They forgot the last book of Revelation, but he all the way back there in Malachi. Press one. He way back there, don't even know who he talking to. He just running his mouth. And his friend, the bushwhacker number two, thing number two, just wants to debate Dr. Seuss books, green eggs, and ham. How many likes we got? We need 350. Hit the like button. Scam Likely. Call again. Don't stop calling. Don't stop calling Scam Likely. Don't stop. If that's your name, don't stop. Shout out to my support group. If that's your name, don't stop. Taj, shout out to you, sir. Way back there. I see you. Shout out to you. If you don't open the phone line, I'm going to do. Come on, my phone lines are open for all opposition. That's from Pan-Africanism, anything. I smash them all. I just step on it. I just talk and it's over. You just bump your head for no reason. You ever seen a little kid just bump his head on the wall? He's mad and just, Mama, why you won't give me cookies? Bam! That's what they do. Bam, bunch of children running around the real world like kids. Press 1, pretending they know something. That's why they girlfriends and mamas and aunties and future wives got them niggas on lock. They can't even come outside and play. Press 1. Shut up, punk. You can't even come outside. Most of y'all who want to talk can't even talk because you a squatter, ain't paid your rent since the beginning of COVID and still trying to find a way to get out of it. Press 1. But if you listen to the word of God, you've been just paying out of good faith because that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be trying to cheat your way out of life or make more and take more than what's due to you. Press 1. That's y'all problem. You out of order. You want something that ain't yours. All that. God see it all. What up, Art Jordan? I'm on their heads today. I'm on fire. Hit that like button. We need 350 likes right now. Scam Likely, don't you press another one until you call it in. I'm not doing it with y'all today. Don't you do nothing else. I'm trying to set you free. I'm trying to set you free. Tell them, Jordan. You let your artistic trade become a way of life for you. But you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to save your own money when you do things correctly. And you got to balance your own budget. Niggas don't want to. They don't want to balance shit. Press 1, they just want to call Kev and troll and think what they told their baby mamas is going to work on me. Because y'all spirit, because the woman approved you. Meanwhile, they fucking a better nigga up the street. Press 1. It is a better one because you fooling around. I'm talking about you God body and they all stuck on section 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press 1. All the sections that you can benefit from in the social environment. You better not call them out. You better not, because you're a weak nigga. That's why. You couldn't pick yourself off the ground with nothing. That's why we not the same, punk. Press 1. You niggas is born with silver spoons for real. Press 1. You call my mama right now. This nigga ain't never called me and said, Mama. He ain't never tapped out. Call my dad right now. I call him. He ain't never tapped out. Then nigga ain't dad, bro. I just need, bro. Even when those offers was on the table, like you can always, no, super strength. Press 1. Fuck that. Y'all niggas give, oh, mama. Y'all niggas want hugs and shit. Only niggas that hugged me was fucking jailbirds. Come here, Kev. It's all right, bro. We gonna do better, bro. I don't want to hear none of that. Democrat. Press 1. Real niggatry. 231. We need 350. Yesterday we was talking about what? Civil law and the Matrix. You ain't did no research on that. That's why niggas don't come to class no more. The same people who start school, start the university, they don't ever finish. They just linger around. Press 1. They don't ever finish. They come back after the military stints talking about, Kev, I was overseas right there in my Google world. I don't care. Press 1. What, they don't got a smartphone? You think I don't got friends in the military? What's wrong with y'all? I feel taken advantage of. Press 1. You motherfuckers been bucketed up. Press 1. Where's one mic? Where's one mic? Gone. Nigga gone. Press 1. One mic. You cannot be free and pass down nothing until you get right with God, the word, and learn law. That way you can enjoy the fruits and the blessings of your hard work. Facts. I don't care about ignoring your calls. If I'm ignoring your calls, good. I'm glad I'm ignoring your calls. Fine. I'm ignoring your calls. Fine. You're a non-factor. Fine. I admit it, guys. I'm ignoring his calls. I don't want to debate. Press 1. He's too good for me. He's right. Or she, whatever it is. And you people are like little gremlins. Press 1. Sprinkle a little water on you, little ball up, and a little troll. Press 1. Fine. You won. You right. Come to me. I'm here, chap. There's my guy, one Mike. You gotta speak it, Mike. Don't run like don't be like Mark. Don't be like Mark. I know one Mike out there, see? Marley out there, DJ out there. All these niggas are still in the background with alumni jackets on, don't got comfortable at the row. Press 1. These niggas in the background with alumni jackets and feel to get all the girls, they get all the attention. Hey, shut up over there. They get all the clout. Press 1. Marley and Jen. Marley, what you doing, bro? What the fuck you doing, bro? I got you, man. I got y'all, bro. Don't even trip. Stay over there, bro. I got y'all. Oh, man, don't worry. Kev got it, bro. Him and Rico. Rico, call in, bro. Rico, get him. Press 1. How do I get out the matrix? You can't, it's like seeing the kingdom of the Lord. You can't see it unless you understand the law. It's like that. You're going to be coming around, Kev, asking these questions, and we're going to be giggling and laughing and smoking because you can't see. And we can't believe that you're blind and we're not. And God is real and we're not looking with our physical eyes. We're not exiting with our spiritual body, bro. With our material body, bro. You want something. And you just go right back to bed until it's time for you. Do black people really think they can live in the matrix? I feel bad for your community. Listen, Victor, do black people really think we live in the matrix? Sir, Victor, according to law, you are in a matrix. Well, you are governed by civil law. Sir, so I feel bad for you in your mind if you can't comprehend what the matrix is. You get it? You feel me, family? It's just all about combating. Now his brain is a month ago. It's in time. He's stuck. He's stuck there. You can see the difference in individuals. They know nothing. They motherfuckers try to perceive, how do we live in the matrix? They don't know. They don't know. Even though I gave them the answer yesterday. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
What up, King Kev?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Question. Oh, it's Kev. I'm calling from PA, Pennsylvania.
What up, champ?
King, I got a question. So you see how the news media mostly keep putting all this shit out about Kanye West out? My question is, yesterday we learned in class about civil law. So basically, the matrix of civil law is what he's supposedly trying to do is break from the matrix.
Who?
Or trying to wake people up. Like, supposedly Kanye West. That's my question. Because you see how Tennessee said something about the Jews. Supposedly now everybody like trying to take away his deals and all that type of stuff like that. So my question is, the matrix is basically civil law. The laws that they want us to uphold. Because the real laws, the laws of the land, common law, stuff like that, they don't want us to know nothing about that.
Why?
You know
who is
they?
They?
Don't want us to uphold it.
Who is they?
I'm gonna say the government.
Why?
The reason I'm asking this question is because for example.
But why wouldn't they want? Why wouldn't they want you to know this?
Why wouldn't they want us to what? To know the laws, the real laws?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm only saying because, like, basically, if we as black people are from this country, right, and everybody else are foreigners, so basically the laws are in our favor, not their favor.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So if we know the laws the correct way, and we know that basically any laws that they come up with deemed against us, you dig what I'm saying? Is that why they don't want us to know the real laws? You always touch on that Black Laws Dictionary, and that shit, every time you pull it up and you put it in a camera, every time you hit on that shit, it's always some deep information that's coming out of there. You feel me?
That's why I bought it. That's why I bought it. That's why I opened it up much until we stumble upon it. I'm like, let me go check this out in law somehow, and then damn, look at us, man. We all discombobulated. But yeah.
Right, and that's my whole point. So you see how we go get the dictionary, and we'll read some BS from the dictionary now, and even when you read it from the dictionary now, it still don't sit well with you. And then every time you turn around, they're coming up with new laws, even like the laws that you can't harm Chinese people. Laws for all these other races.
Yeah, but again, these are civil laws.
Like, exactly right. So so the civil, that's my point. So the civil laws basically protects them, correct? Because he says, like, for example, I'm in a Commonwealth state.
Civil law protects all indentured workers or employees of that company, which employs them.
Right, right. So when you start breaking away from
they're really civil policies, but go ahead if you want to look at
I was about to say,
yeah.
Well, look, so I'm asking you a question. So say, prime example, you say, fuck a driver's license and things and that. You don't want to be part of the system no more. So are they going to, like, start trying to harm you and everything? Not harm you, but
I wouldn't. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be in business? Why having a driver's license would? Why don't you want a driver's license? And why wouldn't you want to use your vehicle as commerce? Let's look at it the other way around. Why wouldn't you want your vehicle to be in commerce?
Because first of all, I live in Pennsylvania, so I started doing some research, but my license had got suspended, right? And I used to drive tractor trailers. So I started learning that the only people who need a driver's license are people who get paid to drive. You feel me? If you're not a licensed paid worker, you don't even need a driver's license. So if you're going from home to work, technically that's called traveling. You're just traveling. You see what I'm saying? That's not driving. Driving is police, ambulance.
Yeah, but again, you work for somebody. What I mean?
Right. So,
yeah,
so I'm saying, like, look at your situation. You can't row.
What if you? What if you work for yourself? That may be a lot more beneficial to get a license because you're always in commerce. You're always in business.
But you don't have to be in business with them people all the time.
But
since the moment you do something or say something that ruffles their feathers, they quick to shut your business down.
Well, because you don't ruffle the feathers of the federal government. You're not here to do battle with the government. You're here to apply law where it stands.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even the traveling and driving stuff like that.
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
Right now?
Yes.
I work at the airport.
So you work for the federal government?
Right. Right.
Yeah,
so
you need a driver's license.
When I go on a property,
you need a driver's license.
Absolutely. But look, so that's what I'm saying. When I hit them with these certain laws.
No, you can't hit them, sir. You can't hit them with nothing. You're not, you can't stand on your own. What are you hitting them with? It's like fighting a wall. What are you hitting them with? You're going to work.
100%. But no, you're 100%.
So yes,
even when I went to court with them,
and let's say you were an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Take advantage.
Well, I'm only saying because I took to the court.
What I'm saying is, you're speaking from a person in total submission and a person that can't do anything. So my thing will be to you is to play fair, get your driver license. You started looking into this stuff after your license got suspended, so you're already looking to climb yourself out of a situation when you're going to when you wake up from this nightmare, it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, you had to have your driver's license. Yeah, because that's just the law. Well, the policy. That's what you. That's what you.
What about back in the day? Oh yeah, you like that.
It ain't like you're an entrepreneur out here and doing your thing and actually have the finances to fight a case using law and things of this nature.
I do though. I do though. I got my own seafood business and everything.
But
you see what I'm saying? I just my
part of it.
The
thing is, you're
right. Absolutely.
So you're what are you saying?
I'm at a standstill right now.
You're going forever.
Like, I appreciate
so you can't go no further.
Sure. No, I appreciate you. I'm gonna sit back in the class and keep listening for real. I just had to touch on everything. All right,
my man. So you can't go no further. Hit that like button. That's as far as you go. Why would you want to not have the proper standing in where you agree to do this? It's just like you just want to be rebellious, just to say, what is the point? Is it a monetary gain, or what are you winning here? Oh, so you just want to be a problem, a thorn? Fine. When trust me, run. Press 1, run. You know what they say in the Matrix? You don't fight them. You run. Just run away. You're trying to do something you can't do. And you and all of this jargon just to get to a definitive of, well, really, you just punching your hand into the wall. You cannot. And then who's to say what your even identity is? So you may have a lot of things. First of all, you had your license suspended. You in the negative. You a slave. You are not a slave, but you're not even in position of responsible nothing. Your license is suspended. That's worse than not having one. Press 1. I agreed to have it, and you just keep failing. That's what I had to learn. So, sir, the truth is, you got what? It's suspended. A nigga will go to jail faster on a suspended license rather he not having one. Facts. You can call me the Uberman. I love Uber. Press 1. Come here. Right here. Where you going, Mr. Gillespie? I like when people pull up. Press 1. When people pull up and they say, Gillespie, oh, right this way. It's the best feeling in the world. Like a worldwide motherfucking limousine service. Press 1. Woo-wee. You get more punishment for the suspended license than not having one. Well, that's what you signed up for. So you really looking for a criminal way out. You're looking for a legal way out of a criminal situation. There is none. You're a criminal. You got to go fix your license. So you know what you got to go do? Fix your license. Whatever it takes. At least break even. At least, first for your first thing, you're trying to be a sovereign citizen as a citizen. What is you doing? Wind up in federal prison, playing around, and you just This is not a game for right here. Press 1. That's not last thing you want to hear recorded. Nigga, you got waves, sir? You ain't got a wave. You got a bald head. Whew. Tough. You won't be in there imagining, oh shit, nigga, oh shit. When they start saying things and just put you back under jury. Listen, keep playing. I'm here to tell you about the Matrix, and civil law is what got was ever since black folk. I'm talking to us. I'm still talking about theater of war. I'm still talking about historical events. Y'all folks tripping. I'm still talking about the law. Y'all going off into, the Matrix is a system of a computer. We live inside the 5D, 3D 7D. And it's a stimulation. It's this one, and you find out, listen, we're talking law here. Civil law. So all black folk who live in democratic, low impoverished neighborhoods should be like, oh, snap. We do live in the matrix. Not all the conspiracy of the matrix, all like the movie. Like, nah, it really is the matrix. Oh, shit. So how did you get out of common civil law? What do you have to do? Oh, we teaching today. We closer to 350. I'm getting close. It's 400 people up in here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. You have to keep asserting black. As long as you call yourself black, you calling yourself dead. Press 1. As long as you call yourself black, you're dead in law. Press 1. You're dead in law. What law? We're about to find out. Civil law. So what does it mean to be dead in law? Hit the like button to get us over 300 likes. What does it mean to be dead in law? Hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to the people in my Cash App. Let me see who this is. I got to say what's up. Holloway, Bismarck. Shout out to you. Shout out to Shauna Renee Stevenson from Scam Likely. Well, make yourself known then. Shout out Scam Likely. Shout out to you. All right then. So y'all want to see what Tariq and them won't tell you, right? So every day we learn something. All right. So I'm gonna teach y'all today. Carol, lesson is on the table. Coffee and Kush TV on the air. What up?
Hey, what's up? This is Warner from Brooklyn.
Wait, what's up, Warner from Brooklyn? Brooklyn in the house. What's up, Warner?
What's up? I just want to hit on a little bit about the civil law that you was just spoke about a little bit about how we gonna get out.
Ooh, I love the way our ghetto ass people talk like this. How we gonna get about this? Go ahead. You got the flow.
Yeah, because like you were saying yesterday, we cut off from the law, from the Bar Association.
Come on.
So I believe we have to deal with that.
By the Bar Association.
Right, by the bar. Correct.
Use the correct term in this one, but we understand.
Yes, by the bar. Thank you. So what we have to do is, I think the men of this land, they have to know the law, and they have to march to the Supreme Court, which is the highest law of the land, which they hold the law. So we have to go get classified. We have to get from black. We have to reclassify ourselves from being black.
How you do that?
Now we have to determine. The men have to know who we are by the law. So we Afro Americans. So we have to go and we have to colonial to the Americas.
That's right.
We have to go.
That term, huh? That's better than the FBA right there. Colonial American. That's some original shit there. You telling me these black people is saying they're colonial American? Yeah, they said they the ones right there. That's brilliant. We just brilliant. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we have to get back to that.
So you cannot be called black. Her phone died. No, it didn't die. She must have went into a subway or something. You know how the East Coast got these subways. She's saying we have to come from under the black term. How many of y'all agree, yes or no? Do we have to come from under the black term if you are dead in law? 1 for yes, 2 for no. That means we must stop identifying ourselves with the dead, crypto fiat currency, dead gods, dead language, and dead this one, and dead that one, because we are getting a taste of everlasting life. We're gonna bring people back to God with a blunt, like Constantine did it with a cigarette. I'm doing it with a Swisher Sweet. The old nigga way. God is good to me. I think they ain't gonna believe me smoking on weed. He said, yes, they will. Don't worry. I lined their ass up real good. Go ahead. Smoke. And that was legal. Wherever you go is legal, Kev. Coffee and Kush TV on the air.
Good day, Professor. This Rico.
Rico, what's on your mind?
Man, I'm just calling in. Right with Warner Finding the Energy. I just wanted to speak on because I was doing my research and I just wanted to speak on. I was looking up death. I seen civil death in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, and I just want to read that definition real quick.
Now wait a minute.
Maybe expound on.
Now wait a minute, Rico. It's called what? Civil death?
It's a civil death because I was reading a passage in the Bible and it was said that you can be cut off. You're going to die in death but still be alive physically. So I went to, I was like, you know what, Father, what you talking about? Went to the 1828 Webster's Dictionary and I was able to get this definition right here. And this was a couple of days ago before.
What's the,
I'm about to read it right.
The definition of what?
Civil death is the separation of a man from civil society or from the enjoyment of civil rights as by banishment. It's ABJ, arbitration. That's what it's called. Arbitration of the realm, entering into a monastery, etc. So what led me to that was because I looked up civil law. I'm not going to read that one right now, but civil law is also on the Webster. Just like you brought it up in the Black Laws Dictionary. I looked at that one last night, but I remember this one from a couple of days ago because I was looking up what to be meant to be cut off from death. Yeah. So also at the beginning of it was like separation or alienation of the soul from God.
That's
and
right.
Being under the dominion of sin and the destitute of grace of divine life called spiritual death. So it's like you saying, though, with us being cut off from George Washington in the common law, and sir. How Warner was saying with the colonial American and getting back to understanding even in the 1828 dictionary, American is already classified. So even if we was to understand that, and as we going back, it's powerful things that's right there as you walk on this back, man. I really appreciate it. So I just want to call in and say that, and then I want to hear what you got to present. I'll call back in after.
Well, I just posted up. You might as well stay on the phone with me because it's called civiliter mortis. Definition is civilly dead, dead in the view of the law. The condition of one who has lost his civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. Civiliter mortis, dead in law. Okay? And you are under the power of the black hand. Again, but we're going to get into that. First, I need us to understand exactly what you're saying. Black, what it is in law. When they say black is dead in law, black is, what's the word? Civil what? Civiliter mortis.
Civil death. Civil mortis.
Yes. This is the civil death and all that. But this is the term.
And that's just saying, yes, sir. And then you bring, like, when you say mortis, they bringing in that Mortimer, how they been.
Mortimer and all this other stuff. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you call it this, what is under the dead hand, which is Mortimer. Press one, the stern hand to fist, the power grip. Oh, my goodness.
Got us in the clutch of the Dead Sea. The fake holy. Come on now.
The fake womb, the artificial womb.
The artificial, man.
Yes, sir.
And that's what, come on now. That's what we're waking up.
They ripped the womb from the natural mother and inserted into the digital.
And let me look up. I'm looking up this. Come on, man.
Monster with it.
I'm looking up that civil law real quick while you speaking. Hold on 1 second. In the website.
It's an artificial matrix. The artificial matriarch. An incubator.
And I'm going to read it right now. For the civil, I'm reading the first definition, which is an adjective, but it's going to speak on how the ecclesiastical, like you're saying, they made the artificial church, the military, but they made everything artificial. And like you said, though, because before the takeover, we was the statement. And you reading it.
Tell me, slow down, champion. Now you tell me
yes, sir.
What artificial intelligence is.
artificial intelligence. To me, that's that's the machines. What I want to say, it's the people living in the matrix and the machines. When we think of the Agent Smith and the people in the matrix that's working against you, whether it be your own people, it's like they gave their self to artificial intelligence too. As you're saying, that they have living that death right now, that silver death. They enjoying that silver death. They ready to make the money, not never wake up and again, like you said, running away from God and
Cyrus
the truth and just
or Judas. They want the money. They want the material.
Come on now.
Instead of being like Nero,
they want the
service out of love. You might see a rich man wearing wearing regular clothes. You wouldn't even know he was. You wouldn't even know he was rich. Press one. You wouldn't even know he was rich. That's a good person. That's not a person intrigued with the external like that. Under the dead corporation, there you go. Make sense? I'm going to start giving you meat and potatoes I'm going to give you meat, potatoes, vegetables instead of cereal. Press one. A lot of y'all Democratic brains wake up with cereal and milk. No more time for Baal worship. Get off the breast milk. Press one. Now, this right here, civil litter mortis, is what you're stuck in. Kid, it, don't tell me what you just did. You acting like a robot. Why don't you look up artificial and then call it in? Don't be a chat room bot. Don't do that. Press one, call it in. That's what's better. That's what's better, especially if you're a man. Call it in. It's better. So this is the black. So let me tell you how this sounds. So anytime somebody is saying black this and founded, they organizations off of black, and these are the corporations and 501(c)(3)s and the sellout Negroes. You get it? They will sell themselves out for the appearance that black folk everywhere is getting ahead. So they will use these token Negroes, press one, to make up silly terms and call themselves black and nigger and call themselves all type of things other than who you are, because ain't no God in these people. They don't ever talk about God. So anyway, Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Hey, Professor, it's Kidded.
Oh, what's up, Kidded? Talk to me.
I was saying I looked up artificial in the 1828 dictionary.
Tell me.
And would you like me to read it?
Of course.
Okay, I got to put you on. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so artificial, made or contrived by art or by human skill or in labor, in opposition to natural.
The C-section.
As artificial heat or light, an artificial magnet, frame, I think that's his frame, and fictitious, not genuine or natural, as artificial tears.
Wow. Not real. What does that mean?
You want me
to tell me more? You can dive into it. This show 5-10 minutes of fame. Go ahead.
It's because dude brought up AI and it's artificial intelligence. So pretty much saying that all our intelligence is like artificial because we pretty much getting it not naturally, but like artificially. That's
right. Propaganda.
Yeah. So we believe in what we seeing or like reading, not knowing that it's actually artificial. Like some of these like stuff, like even news articles and stuff are made by AI. Like they're not actually human hands on it. So it's propaganda. It's making propaganda to like keep us in a downward state, so we don't ever like break free of the civil law matrix.
No, break free. You're bound by the law, sir. Recognize.
Yeah, I'm talking about like just getting back to common law.
Oh, well, not break free, because some people aren't for common law. Some people...
Yeah.
Common law is a gift. It is a right. A true right.
Yeah.
designated for monarchs and seeds of kings and queens of the old. That's a lot different than citizen.
Yeah, nobility.
Yeah, we're talking nobility, people of respect. Everything they've been given, the Queen of England and all her little piglet friends and family, those titles of nobility is for these people. That's our people. So if roles was reversed, you would see a bunch of people looking at a black family like an Obama effect. Like, whoa, a black president. Well, what about a black king and a black queen and black monarchs and black patriarchs and black this one and that one and a black mother church, a real matrix, an organic matrix. See?
Yeah.
That's not so allegorical, or you begin to understand parables from Scripture when they talk about mother church and all of this, and it's just talking about rulership.
Yeah, because it was a thought I had also about that when you was first asking the question in the morning. Well, it's still morning, but when you was saying, like, what does it mean? Like, damn, I hope I can remember this. I've been smoking, so
that's all right.
What does it mean? What does it mean when, like, being under civil law in America or whatever? So, like, I was thinking, like, if they're trying to use, like, I ain't want to call this part in because it's like metaphysical shit. Sorry,
you all right? That's the point of it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if they're gonna treat America as the mother, then the father would have been George Washington, right?
Of course.
And so they're saying, like, Christ. I mean, is Christ gonna come back for his bride? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And if his bride is America, that means he's going to come back and redeem, not him himself. He's going to send a redeemer to to claim the people back under his, I don't want to say lineage, but under his laws.
That's not metaphysical, sir. That's reality.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, they, yeah, you're right.
That's prophecy, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're speaking. That's what you're coming into.
But that's like all I got right now in the morning. So
that's all you need, champion, right there. That's exactly where we need to be mentally, right there. You got it, champion.
And I'm gonna go sit back down in class. All right?
Yes, sir. So,
all right, bye bye.
I love those type of calls. People who, the aha moment, not just say, wait a minute. Then speaking metaphysically, that would be like George Washington sending an heir through his seed to redeem what's his.
Not like this. Not like this.
That part right there. Just say you heard it here first. Right here. Yeah, I didn't say it. He said it. I don't think he know how much, what that means, but yes. You're believing in this, but naturally this is happening. You're believing metaphysically under the Dead Sea, under the teachings of Peter and the Catholicism and the Roman Catholic Church, the Dead Sea in the sea. You're not looking for the organic, natural manifestation of their whole religion. That's why they were so mad at that movie, Adam Man. Black Adam, excuse me. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Yes, sir, Professor. This Rico calling back in just real quick.
Yeah.
I love the last caller. Man, I love how you spoke that the common law was a right, and it was for a certain people.
Yes.
And right before I got cut off, I want to read the civil law in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary. Is in general sense the law of a state, city, or country, but in an appropriate sense, the Roman Empire.
I told you.
Comprised in the Institutes, Code, and Digest of Justinian and the Novel Constitution. So as you're saying, and what the brother was saying, like you said, this ain't it's a prophecy that heir is going to come back and bring us back to Georgia's law, common law, God's law.
Yes.
And man, it's a beautiful thing. So I just want to say that. and let somebody else call back in because I'm listening.
So an heir gives the people
Yes, sir.
royal status if they accept.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Yes, sir. If we go back to the monarch, and like you said, and that's the yes, sir, and putting it back on the patriarchal system instead of the matriarch type of, because like you said, that's the matrix part of it, because we understand
they're just
what God told us to get to Adam.
Emulating and got her out of place, which would be the black, what they call the black woman, or the queen of the earth, or that's where this black woman is God philosophy come one, denying the Father. When the Father set the
and that's why it's so cool when you think about what George Gillespie was saying in the Aaron's Rod about again what I brought up. Yes, sir. When he was speaking about how the churches wearing hair crimps and stuff, like he was just saying the church is becoming idolatry. But he's speaking of a woman, and he's speaking of a brown skinned woman too. Because when you go to see what the hair crimps that he's talking about, it go on dreadlocks and Negro hair. So you understand that even George Gillespie is saying like, how the church is turning into this type of woman that I feel like is a harlot of our people, and it's like you know what I'm saying? And he said, "Man, come on now." It's like
you do know if you compare George Gillespie and the writings of George Washington, they are identical.
Come on, man.
What I'm telling you is, white folk know how spiritual George Washington was. Black folk just don't know.
Yes, sir.
But if you read George Gillespie, what's the title? Aaron's Rod. What's Aaron and what's a rod?
Aaron was.
And what are civil duties? What's the name of the book?
Oh no.
Church and State.
And that's what
It's about the church.
The church and state. Now that the Vindicated. I think now that was through this, so I didn't get a chance to start right, correct. Yeah. I think that was, and I didn't get a chance to start reading that because, like you said, with all the research and putting it together, definitely you don't want to. You always got to go back. Yes, sir.
You're talking royalty here. You're applying the word of God and ecclesiastical and Levitical law to the congressional floor. That's why this nation is founded on God, bro.
And that's why it's so important is what you were saying when it comes down to the Gillespie. Now, one thing I did read was not most of it, but I read a great deal of the Aaron's Rod, actually, and just the way he was speaking to the up-and-coming people that was in the church, of course, looking for money. Again, it's just all about the money, man.
Look,
like
now
you
check
said,
this out. In the chat room, they saying Aaron was Moses' brother, and he did most of the speaking because Moses studied when he spoke. So Aaron was the speaker of Moses because Moses didn't have the right. He didn't have the right words, or he was studying, and he didn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And he had no problem with that, as long as the teaching of God and the word is revealed. You feel me?
And then Aaron come through, the Levitical law came through Aaron, even though when he was one of the first.
So George Gillespie is using Levitical law, Aaron's rod, which is the staff.
Correct. Yes, sir.
To do what, sir? Kev Gills Mr. Gillespie is the best of all time.
To lay down the law and lay down God, and that's why I say it's such a beautiful thing, because you saying Gillespie say the same thing, and in hindsight, when you putting all this together, and when I'm reading about Abraham Lincoln and how he signed in 1862, he signed a greenback deal to take us off of gold and silver. That's why I say just reading more into it, but just understand that.
So Lincoln didn't make you free. He made you a slave and worth only a penny.
Come on,
allowed
man.
the bankers.
Man,
that's right. George Washington freed the slaves.
Man, put us on the paper.
In the words of Steve Coakley the Great, there will be no need to do that if you are already free.
Come on.
There will be no
let me
need
say
to
that
do
too.
that.
No need.
Yeah,
when you read in 1774, 1773 talking about slavery is prohibited. I say slavery prohibited? Okay, how is it prohibited? I say, Lord, I know what prohibited means, but let me look at it in the dictionary, Lord.
Oh, my
goodness. See what prohibited means. And it's back in 1770. What? Oh, man.
We killing them out here.
Man.
They're not going to have no plausible deniability when we get finished with them.
No, none at all. None at all. God is good, ain't it? Hey, man, I really appreciate you, Professor, I really appreciate you, baby. Yes, sir. I'm going to fall to the back.
Man. So, when Tupac made the great song, Until the End of Time, there's no end of time, but there is an end of corporate time. Mortis and dead time, and time that does not exist. First one, there's an end to corporate time. That's why I told the caller there can never be time if you didn't take time. Press 1 and change time, like Scripture said. Like the who's the guy in the Matrix? The Merovingian. Yeah. See, that whole movie is about law. A black man teaching a black man about law and how he been living in a dream world. Are we going there? All right then. It all makes sense, don't it? Green pill, red pill, this one and that one, Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air.
Hello, Kev. How are you today?
Filled. Go ahead.
Yes, wonderful. This is Jennifer Washington. I'm loving this. I'm taking a lot of notes, and I wanted to thank you for helping to just illuminate this information, like the civiliter mortis.
Oh, that's a new word.
And
huh?
I thought
that's going to be one we got to get used to saying. I like that one.
I do too. That says it all. Like, that's powerful. And it explains everything. As soon as you said it, I instantly saw the fist in the air.
Yes.
You know, the whole, everything now that
you see the logo on Candace Owens' shirt with the money and the fist and the contract with Ice Cube and communism. That's China. China just had a big old forum over there with their fist in the air. So, yes, go ahead. It's the Red Dragon. Yes.
Wow.
Their president just got walked out. That's all. Their president just got walked out.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's a big old communism flag in the background. They tried to cut the stream, but it was too late. Kev saw it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, powerful. And I just came across a picture. It was of Breonna Taylor.
Go ahead.
And they had the flag tied around her mouth, like as a gag, and then her fist in the air.
Yes.
And you know, it's all of the fist in the air. I've even done that in my life with, you know, in ignorance.
Yes.
And now I'm really repenting of a lot of this.
That's right.
You know, I wanted to tell you that a word had come to me last year, and I've been saying it, you know, proclaiming it, but not understanding fully until this moment, like what you're bringing together. But the word repatriation had been something that just came to me.
Yes.
And a lot of so-called black people, we learned when I was in that black thought, you know, learn to hate this land.
That's right.
You know, learn to be alienated from it and always feel like this is not our home.
That's right.
So for those that you are waking up for the heirs, we must repatriate. And now I'm just so overcome with, you know, just joy with understanding George Washington and knowing that this kinsman redeemer is on his way. And I want to thank you, Kev, because you are doing an amazing work. And I can almost cry. I don't want to do that, but I just want to thank you. I love you, and everybody listening, you are doing a great work. Thank you. All right, take care.
Yes, ma'am. God bless her spirit. As I say, some people won't understand and can't see because they're not in tune with God and haven't been seeking God in their life. It's true. That don't mean nothing's wrong with you. You just ain't been seeking God's face to even, and his knowledge and wisdom to even understand nothing that I'm saying. You can almost understand. Remember they said in Apocalypto, he got hit upside the head. Paul, almost. We're going to call you almost. We're going to call Tariq Nasheed almost. Yeah. His unbelief in the Father and his hand always out is why. He could never, hey, tell him, Todd, he can never let it all go and consider it all a loss and start over. After all, that's why I say you got Eli Elijah and the spirit of Elisha. Press 1 is like Aaliyah when she sings that song. That's what you need a woman for. At first you don't succeed. You can dust it off and try again. And you can dust it off and try again. Pow. Almost. Press 1. You almost did it. I'm not going. See, I grew up on Nelly. See, I grew up on Nelly. I am number one. No matter if you don't like it, I tell you, sit down and write it. I am number one. Press 1. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up? Go ahead.
I'm on the air?
Yes,
no.
You are. You got the floor. Here it is.
Yes. Oh, you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, sir. Go right ahead.
Yes. As far as the Matrix,
yes.
I wanted to know, like, let's say most people, whether it's law enforcement, white people, anywhere, when they wear sunglasses, it's like a deflect of like making eye contact. But let's say
that's
like
made
even
up
if
in your
black,
that's made up in your own brain to give yourself self-confidence. That's not true. That's what you made up in your own brain, and whoever told you that fed you a lie. No, they just wear the sunglasses because the sun be hitting them in their eyes, and their eyes is probably retina fucked up, blue or something, and they can't. But they ain't got nothing to do with looking you in your eye. These boys is raised with niggas and big old white boys looking in their face for training. They ain't care no shit about this make-believe world you got in your head. They are instruments of the law, and that they stand. Go ahead.
So,
why are you worried about them in their eye contact? What's that got to do with anything?
Because, you know, like how certain people, like, let's say when they do the hypnosis, how they have like the little clock,
sir, that's what
and they do.
Sir, is that where your brain is? I'm talking about law and order, and your brain is in make-believe movie Wonderland. You're not ready to be in this network of information. You're just talking. That don't make sense here. You gotta. I'm in the wrong channel for you. Gotta go to Sonnet or TV. You gotta go to Candace Owens Show or somebody who can raise bait. Go to Choke No Joke. He'll handle you. But you're not here, sir. Press 1. But you're not here. So, understanding you are dead in law every time they mention black. You black, you fundamental black is a lie. You know, fundamental black, nothing. They are telling you to come under the authority of the federal government for a handout. That's the sales pitch. Press 1 if you understand, because I'm going to give you a quiz right now. Press 1 and hit that like button. I'm going to use an example right now of a dead person giving you a dead conscience for deadness and cause hate and division and will keep your hand out begging in a subservient beggar's position, right where they want you, for the rest of your life. These people destroy thoughts of creativity where you can be doing something intangible. You see me, I'm good at talking on the radio. That's because when I was a child, I always wanted to do what Rush Limbaugh was doing. My dad is a trucker, bro. We used to listen to everything, bro. I used to sit there and be like, how the hell this white man talk all this shit and nobody can see him? He just talking. I want to learn to do that. Press 1. I forgot I said the shit. But look, but mine is with video. I could sit here and do exactly what Rush Limbaugh was doing back when I said. But what do you do? Some people lay brick and build Masonic halls and big buildings. I don't know. I don't know what niggas do, bro. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a person who's calling themselves leading you. And that ain't talking about George Washington and all of this other stuff, is usually an agent of confusion. Now, I would say a person that don't know, but when you assume the role of shepherd, the leader of the sheep, press 1, you have a duty. Ain't no crying about you was wrong and, oh, man, look at that white man want to see me down. But ain't no crying. You take your lumps with the lumps, you take your wins, and you take your losses. This don't come with big paycheck. This don't come with truth and honesty for the people. Just come with God said, just teach this and I got you. Press 1, I got you. Now I'm operating out of faith. That's why I spent my last $300 to get a mic, or the last $50 to get this, or damn, I needed a new. That's why, because I know God did. Press 1. You may not have believed in Cabro, but I tell you what, God did. Press 1. Woo, God did. Press 1. I don't care. My family may not have believed in Coffee and Kush and Cabro University, but guess what? God did. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
That definition you pronounced out, that's you dumbass. See that? You come with your little Jim Brown, Jim Crow, Jim Jones type of Kool-Aid information, and you want us all in the little island so you could finally burn the damn house down. You're a piece of shit, man.
All right, bro. I'm glad. I'm sad that you woke up with this on your heart today for the 357th time in history.
You're over here panhandling
Press 1
every day. Oh my God!
I'm a broadcaster, sir.
Talk about.
Sir, I'm a broadcaster. If you see this as panhandling, something's wrong with you. If you see this as something's really wrong with you. You know, it's sad that you can't think outside of civil law. You see what I'm saying? He can't get to supreme. He's like the Jack and Beanstalk. Press 1, he's Jack and the Beanstalk. He can't cut off from the giant. Press 1, he cut off from the big man upstairs. There's no way. He's trying to hold on to my ankle. Get off me. Press 1, little cockabug. Press 1. Peanut head ass, let me go. You can't hang on to Jacob. Watch out. Let my jacket go. Press 1, let my tie go, bro. I don't even want to pay you no mind, champion. You feel me? Because you stuck down there in that mentality. You can never have common law, ever. You can't even have artificial common law. Press 1, you just here as a courtesy. Now, that got to suck that you in the whole place as a courtesy. I'll be damned if I go to Saudi Arabia and I'm living up under their shit, talking shit, and I'm there on courtesy call. Press 1. You're not even from this homeland. Press 1. And your mama was a voodoo worker and a whore of the island. That's why all the men she ensnared, you don't even know who your father is. Press 1. Your father came and bust a nut in your mama. Press 1 with her nasty self. Have a child like you know your mama nasty. Long toenail Haitian island having ass bitch. Press 1, that dirty dog broad. Worship magic. I know, because you know who your mama is. When you look at your mama, you know you upset because she did you dirty. You don't even know who your damn daddy is. I got you, because all the men came into your mama. That's right. They came into your mama. You should have been a dried up semen packet thrown against the wall somewhere, balled up in an old t-shirt or a towel, thrown in the rubbish. But no, you had to make it. Yeah, it was 3.7 million different types of versions of you, nigga. And your satanic self came through the pipeline, you demon. Press 1. That's the type of mama you had. You see the type of mama I had? I got her attribute. That's where I get all this comedy from. My mama. It's filled with love. You know my mama's name? Elisha, the spirit of her. That's what, fool? Press 1. You and your mama, you was birthed. He hung up on me, y'all. His mama, press 1, birthed the most evil. My mama birthed love and tenderness. Press 1. Now your mama birthed you. Press 1. And your actions and display led you condemned to hell. Thou shalt not bring shame upon his mama. Now, I'm gonna write this down. But as much as we hate the way we was raised, God bless Tupac and dear mama. And nigga ran, brother 1, because his mama, he's a denier of the father, and he's a mother worshiper, even though his mama was the whore of Babylon. Coffee and Kush TV. You're on the air.
shut your bitch ass.
Yeah, you still talking about me. I'm talking about your mama. Your mother. Your matrix. The womb. The womb. You see? I see you don't want to go there. This is a psychological evaluation. I see that mama thing here. Where your mama live at? Where she at? She still in the island? Is your mama still in the island? Did she leave you? Did she put you in a little basket and send you to America against the waves and the Navy SEAL found your dumb ass? How did you get here? Press 1. I thought so. Get up out of here. You know, I got jokes too, bro. Go ahead, bro. So that's the point. Sometimes we got to look at Bungalow 54 and see them niggas over there goofing off. They ain't got nothing to do. Their life, their time, all that is worthless. They sit up here and they see Kev doing this thing. They think this is easy. You ever heard that meme on Instagram? You ever seen a person doing something and it looked to you so easy? That shit is hard as hell. Press what? That shit is never that easy. See, like Tupac say, jealousy and envy, it'll cause that. I'm on these people's minds. I be playing DayZ. I be playing video games. Nigga, I be listening to the most craziest things when it comes to the law. And they over there thinking about me. Can you believe that? We over here talking about a mortis. Press 1. What's the term? Civilis mortis? They talking about this. See, I give them that same power. They just want to lie. They just playing. They can't. I can go there. They can't come here. You get me? I can go there and be a Democrat all day. You see? There's a difference. It's a time to play. It's a time to play with these little ass boys. These are examples of the people who got to stand in court and stand in police officers and be talked down to. They're not men in their own household. The kids rule over them. Press 1. The children come first. And nigga, you come home, nigga, the kids, nigga, got cereal, chicken, mashed potatoes, pieces of cake. Oh, the baby is 8 before you. Press 1. The kid 8 before you. The baby's 8 before you. Press 1. The baby got a full face full of spaghetti all over the baby face and cornbread. You still over there. The baby, kids always come first. No, I'm sorry for your luck. That's why you retarded. That's why you retarded, because kids come first. No, it's the Father that brings all of it together and have a prayer together. Ain't nobody going first. What are you talking about? This is my seat right here. Don't nobody sit at the chair. Press 1. The kids come first. We are all together. That's when you have too many babies. When you got too many kids. Oh, the kids come first. No. Press 1. You call 1 to eat. Everybody eat. The table is set. We ready. Press 1. Y'all playing. Thinking you know something. You don't. Press 1. You don't show your whole dating platform right there. Your whole style right there. Oh, the kids always come first. Says the woman with 3 kids and 3 baby daddies who looking for a stepdaddy to play the role while all the other baby daddies are in prison. Press 1. Let's get back to Tyreek Nasheed goofy ass so we can... I'm a great teacher. I clown with them, and we're back. Press 1 in reality. I ain't some clown. Now it's back to Tyreek Nasheed, funny looking Joe. See? That's what makes me the best. I can be a Democrat. I can play with you. And don't think the class is laughing with you. We're laughing at you. We're laughing at you, sir. So, let me show y'all the black word, how you're dead in law, and how it sounds when one of these black leaders say this word over and over and over again. Now that you know civil law, what it is, you may not know the ins and outs. You may not know nothing past what I'm saying, which that's enough. You understand? To know you're dead in law. The black hand, the black fist, all of that is to keep you in the death grip. Mortmain. We're going back to Mortis and Mickey Mouse and Disney. So you're being enslaved to corporate, something that ain't even real. So we're going to get into that. It's not Tyreek. It's not the individual. It's the system in which they operate out of. Press 1, and you waking up to how it works. Not getting upset. Not fighting against it. Being of some service like me. Speaking out against it. Against the truth. Helping others see what you see. What they already see. So they not sounding crazy to a bunch of low budget brain ass, bird brain ass, Democratic brain folk anyway. When they can be the smartest, brightest people ever. Given the opportunity. And that's one of the objectives here. So let's go into how this mind control of black works. Ladies and gentlemen, press 1. I give you my brother Tyreek Nasheed. Now Tyreek, I'm going to use your funny looking ass as an example. Press 1. I'm on this camera now. I'm going to use your goofy ass as an example. I don't dislike you. I actually love you. I actually got my suit and tie from you. I look better than you in your own shit. Press 1. And your hairline don't look real. It look like you got a thing you put on and take off. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. That's beside the point. Let's take a look at FBA, Foundational Black America. Okay? And listen to how many times he convinces you, black. And this is brought to you by Comedy Hype. Comedy Hype. Come on, guys. Comedy Hype. Tyreek Nasheed.
Reparations. What does reparations look like for you?
It looks like cash payments for foundational black Americans.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Are foundational black Americans eligible for cash payments by the federal government? Yes or no in the chat room. Let's have a vote. Is the Foundational Black Association of America eligible? Eligible. I'm asking you. Are they eligible for reparation? No. Why, class? Why? La 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 la. La 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 la. Elmo's World. Why, class? Press 1. Why aren't the foundational black Americans eligible for reparation? This is a great topic. FBA is not eligible for reparation. No, you're not. Black is ineligible.
Shame. Shame.
Okay, here's the correct term. Civiliter mortis. Good job, easy mind. Good job. It's about the civil mortis. Press 1. So, if you're black, does the lie... I'm sorry. I almost said it back. Does the lie apply to you? Does it? Yes. If you're black, does the lie apply to you? Yes. Yes, it does. Either way, all right. Yes. Yes, the law. Does the law apply to you if you're black? No. No. Candace Owens, I'm just a black American. No, the law does not apply. The law is racist to black. The law does not like black because black is dead in law. Press 1. Okay. So, let's go back.
The same thing that Native Americans get.
The same thing that Native Americans get. You ever know one thing about these foundational black folk who pretend they always got the same story as the federal government? That's why the federal government laugh. Do you deserve federal? Do you deserve federal funding? Yes. How? Oh, because y'all gave the Indians and the Asian folk, and this one didn't. This one. All right, but no. You just what you are again? You black? Yes, I'm foundationally black. Oh, great. important. It's important to us that you remain foundationally black. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I wish I had a bunch of niggas walking around the earth who found themselves to be foundationally black and dead in law, so I can do this to them. They can't even complain, for they can't even speak. Press one, they can't even talk. They afraid. They afraid to talk. Could you ever imagine God's men who used to have all this authority in law and glorious? They will fight for God, and we are soldiers in the army. Now y'all just walking around off of promethazine, talking about women ain't obeying and everything that the Bible told you was going to happen to you. You up on the internet talking about what happened to you, but you don't believe. Press one. Look at your neighbor and say,
shame. Shame. Shame.
Press one. Now let's listen to him.
It's Tariq Nasheed.
Your current work today, it seems that you're pushing for reparations. What does reparations look like for you?
It looks like cash payments for foundational Black Americans. The same thing that Native Americans get. Native Americans, they get cash payments, they get casinos, they get free medical care.
Shame. Do you got any teepees that we can live in?
Shame.
They get casino. Why, instead of opening a museum, why you didn't get a casino license to open up a casino? We got all the museum we want on the internet. We can go take virtual tours. We don't even need you no more, Tyreek. Why you ain't getting no? This like the Kanye West thing. Why you ain't built all these things you just had? $1 billion you worth all this. Why you ain't changed the world yet? You still acting like the broke Kanye. Anyway, same effect. What's going on here?
Right. They get all types of perks and benefits.
And we just want something for free. Press one. We just want free stuff. We just want free. They get, what's the problem? What you want? Oh, they get the Toys R Us. Press one. They get all this stuff for free. He trying to use Kev Gill. Look, they get stuff for free. He went from Africa and Marcus Garvey to, oh man, Foundation on Black American, they get stuff for free. Them Native Americans get 100,000. I don't know, bro. We need a check, man. From who? From the same people, the federal government, right there. One. Meanwhile, in Topanga Canyon hills of Los Angeles in $1 million homes, Tyreek lives next door to the people. He's talking, hey, y'all, how you doing? What y'all doing this weekend? One. What y'all over there doing this weekend? Oh, yeah, they get them everything
from the federal government, and foundational Black Americans need to get the same thing.
Yeah, and it's just so...
That sounds stupid, foundational Black America. That sounds stupid. Colonial Americans sound better.
I mean, I feel like it exposes itself, right? Because you look at the Japanese came here, the internment camps. They experienced something that was not fair and just to their people, and they're able...
They back up every story of the federal government just to get a check. I'm not backing up shit. I proved it's all a lie. Press one is all made up theater of war tactic. Press one, and we've been walking in. They just agree with every story and still try to include my information in that. The artificial intelligence Smith agents.
To kind of get some support from our government.
Yes, indeed.
You have the Native Americans. Clearly, they are definitely owed being people that were here.
And they've received. And they continue to receive.
And so why do...
Sir, those are... Never mind.
Like, who's at fault at this point, right?
You. Tyreek calling himself black.
Like, why do they keep...
Not assuming, not reclassifying. Press one, not fighting for the patriotism of the colonial Americans. Because they are agents, okay, looking for a handout. Press one.
Kind of sidestepping the obvious.
Because we keep letting them sidestep us.
How we keep letting them sidestep us? Y'all always the ones up there talking for us, so who is we?
Because we keep letting them...
Because we go, what? Tell us the tactic, fool.
Talk us into this minority coalition.
Yeah, they talked you into a minority coalition. So they talked you into a minority coalition. Maybe you shouldn't be, you in a way. Maybe you don't understand what the fuck talking you into a coalition mean. What it sound like when they talk. Or maybe the check just too big. Maybe that little 100,000. Maybe your rent, your leasing got to be paid or something.
Whenever we start talking about what we need as black people, they say, sure, we'll do it for all minorities.
Sir, because all the minorities are black people, refugees from other nations. You ain't figured that shit out yet? Smack yourself. Press 1. All of them are black and refugee. You're including yourself in their package, fool. By calling yourself black, you made yourself against the law. You against God. You called yourself against. Press 1. And the anti, press 1. You called yourself what you in bed with a foreigner. So you just, I'm a foreigner. Fuck this nation. I'm a foreigner like the rest of us. And then you mad and then gonna mention the Indians who come from way over there. And then the Hindu and then all these other Asian, but that's Japan. Internment camp, we was put through the Holocaust. See? We have a black Holocaust here in America. Nobody talks about it because it's mine. That's why. All the king's horses and all the king men couldn't put old George Washington's land back together again. Press 1.
And we go along with that thinking that there's this coalition that
so you go along with thinking it's going to be a coalition and then what?
Push. So if all of these other groups get something, it's going to come to us too.
So you go right along with it? After this whole, and what you know about the rest of the world then, that all nations have conspired against you, no, because you don't believe in the word of God. You believe in yourself.
And that always backfires on us. That started in the 60s when we started saying, hey, we need civil rights for black people. Then they said,
you didn't need civil rights. You didn't need civil rights. You know damn civil rights. Now you know why you needed civil rights. You get it? Press 1. Who did it? That is there. But if he only knew what he was talking about.
Shame.
They go your civil rights right there. And then you gave civil rights and wanted civil rights, and then what they give you? What did they give you? They gave you what you asked for. You see?
Over these immigrant groups, and we'll give civil rights to minorities.
Okay. See, but Tyreek don't think you can see through the veil now. Press 1. You can begin to see through his disguise. Press 1. As soon as they get on law, you see how they think you're dumb. That's why I'm giving you the law. Hey, as soon as he touch on the law, your brain, oh wait, stop. So did you say civil fool? That's 1. Oh, shit. God is good. It's because you believe in God. That's how you're supposed to see. You're supposed to see your enemy. This is a false teacher. This person leads you right back into this. This is COINTELPRO at its finest. He is what he fighting against.
So we had a lot of these non-black people receiving a lot of stuff that we fought for as black people. And the same thing happens now. We fight for certain things, and they say we're going to give it to people of color. When we say we want certain job positions, they say, sure, we'll give it to people of color. So now...
Yeah, sure. Why are you asking somebody else for a job position? You raise the money for a museum. What job position? What job position? This is what kings look like? Becoming servants for foreigner? I'd rather build myself up from the ground scratch. I tell you that right now. Than be a servant.
We got a bunch of white Hispanics in certain positions, and they're practicing anti-black racism against us, especially in Los Angeles.
Right.
So we keep falling for this trick bag. So
that's because you're a damn Democrat. That's why. It's because y'all hurt the good people. That's why. And y'all part of organizations that don't want the good people with ideas to flourish. Y'all want the old guard and you want to be paid for something. You do nothing out of service, only for fiat gain.
This is why now we're being very specific about tangible benefits for a very specific group of black people, foundational black Americans.
Yeah, I want to touch on that. That's happening in Los Angeles. It seems to be like an evident divide or somewhat of a word. I'm coming from Atlanta, so I'll need some briefing.
Yeah.
But before I get into that space, it does seem that white America fears us in position, and I think it was always this stipulation that we will do to them what they've done upon us. And I
just like the other caller was saying, we want to rule over them. Who is we? You don't even know what we is in the application of nothing. You don't even understand regular law. I understand regular law to rule over somebody, and even you thinking of rule over, like, I don't know what y'all black folk is on, but you the problem that God is correcting. You.
Know why? I guess because there's a guilt there, but I don't personally see us doing that. I don't see black people owning slaves and just being cool about it and drinking lemonade while they're whooping your grandmother in the back.
Well, the thing is, you have to understand what white culture has become.
What is it?
See, in order to give value to white culture, you have to have something that has no value. There has to be an opposite. And
so you know the penny. You see, in order to give value, you have to be a devaluing yo. So he knows the immigrants and where they gain value, especially through the Adolf. We were just talking about Abraham Lincoln and the whole dollar situation. Oh, this is
we are the opposite that gives them value, because they have told us that they have designated us to be a valueless group, and they are the valued group.
Right.
Wait a minute. So if you're dead in law and is black and you're valueless, why? They didn't do that to you. You just did that with foundational black Americans. That's not an identity. You can't be black in law. Impossible. They want the federal government to give them something because they're not naturally ordained to have anything. Everybody wants reparations, but everybody's not tied to what happened. Everybody wants reparation through the guise of black, when black means only people who got reparations is and black, and you ain't getting no reparations as applicable of the 14th Amendment. So you can bust your hands against that wall all you want. You're dealing with the law, and that ain't moving. So they know this. This is for money grabs. Now he knows.
That has created a schism, and then they put buffer classes in the middle. Hispanics, Asian, Middle Eastern people, you understand? And then they give them certain little secondary privileges and benefits over us. But we always have to remain on the bottom as black people. We have to change that culture.
How? As black people. Black is not a culture. Black people is not a culture. Black people is not a culture. In law, how could black be a culture? Unless you've been a culture this whole time, and that's the trick, and kept Mr. Gillespie is waking you up to what they've been doing to you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm supposed to wait the dead, because that's what you are. You see? Maybe Mr. Gillespie is supposed to wait the dead. Press 1. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you are dead. Maybe you looking at prophets and prophetess of Baal and the prophets of death. That's what you're looking at. We're going to have a conversation about it. 424-209-9506. We're going to talk about it. We're going to inch our way to it. We're going to see who understands Scripture. We're going to see all the potty mouths and Yahweh Shais and all of this. Come on. Give me what you got. Press 1. Give me what you got. Either you want to exist in allegories and algorithms and astrology and all of these other things. You want to deal with reality. Coffee and Kush TV. Yeah, today you woke up today. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
This Juana again.
Juana, talk
What's
to me.
What's up? Hey, I'm listening to him, right? Talk, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he's giving the same points that Candace Owens is giving.
That's right.
Because now, see, he talk about black people, but he stay away from that. And then when you say the Americans, he put himself in that.
Come on now. So you understanding the speech patterns of they and us and this one and that one and the trading of places.
Yes, and then they'll say like, oh, because we came from such and such
slaves from Africa.
Things a little better and this and that.
Yes.
But in the next sentence, he'll put himself with the American people.
Come on.
And like, oh, we should get money for this because this is what happened to us. And we Afro-Americans, like you said, they from over there trying to get money from being here.
Yeah, and we got TK who were verified. No, sir. No, sir. So we know Africans and we know African Americans. They can't deceive us with black African American because we're coming into truth now, Mana.
Yes, and then not only that, I just thank you because for the books, you know? So now that you really could differentiate, nobody could really argue with it. So all of that time immemorial disappeared.
Wait, say it again. Say it one more time right now so they can hear exactly what you said. I love it. Go ahead.
The books that you told us to get, right? Now that you go into the books, we could separate, you know, what they talking about.
Come on now. Did you get the books?
I was on his way.
All right then. And you know, you could have went and took the digital copy away because it's right there on the computer. But to have it in your hands is different. You
like, give me my. I want to have a shelf.
Yeah.
I want to get a shelf because see, like when I was growing up, I didn't have a bookshelf in my house.
Me neither.
Like that's foreign to me, you know.
It feel good
so
too.
I have boys and I have cousins, nephews, I have nieces, and that's something that I would like them to get into, you know?
Of course. You want them to see that. You can read that much. It's available. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
and then not only that, because once they see, like read a little bit and just see what's going on, and then they put it to like reality, you know?
You ain't no stopping them.
Right.
That's right.
Right. So, but that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
Too many comparisons.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
All right.
And what she's saying is the speech patterns are the same when identifying himself with black and identifying himself with American. So pay attention to that. Nice call.
We have to not accept that as black people. When we say we're not going to accept this, everything is going to have to be equal. We have to not accept that. Asian, Middle Eastern people, you understand? And then they give them certain little secondary privileges and benefits over us. But we always have to remain on the bottom as black people. We have to change that culture. We have to not accept that.
What you going to accept? What you not going to accept? My Nigerian friend, from looking like you from Nigeria, like you was a Congo warrior.
People, when we say we're not going to accept this, everything is going to have to be equal. And
what do you mean everything is going to have to be equal? Oh, we're not going to accept you guys riding around off of our name. How about we all play? How about you get off my name, period? How about you get off my name, period? How about you get off my name, period? Facts. Why you need my English name? Why you need my shit?
Not only equal, we're going to have to get equity in us being mistreated for so long. And
no, sir. What do you mean equity for being mistreated for so long? Look at this man trying to be Kev Gill. Kanye West. Look at all these imbeciles. Tried to be Kevin Gillespie. Wow. Now you're looking for equity. You're with your hand out looking for equity on the internet. Wow. And what are you doing to do this and make this transpire? What are you doing? We as black people got to enforce this together. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Deprived of resources so long. So we're going to need a little bit extra.
That part.
You see?
Yeah.
That part. That's all. Yeah. We going to need, because we've been denied of opportunity so long, we're going to need a little bit extra. See, yeah. That's how you speak. That's how you speak. That's how, okay. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of extra with foundational black America. Give them a few $100.
Yes, for me, I'm kind of past the reparations doesn't do it for me personally. And I'll explain my position, but in hearing your answer, I think you articulated.
Where's your family from?
My family is from South Georgia, the South.
Descendants of slaves? Both of them.
I haven't dived that deep.
Okay.
But my father's African.
Boom. See? They trying to carry the African slave or the descendant of slave or the this one of slave, but his dad is an African. So, sir, to be honest with you, champion, so what? But what? What you think? So what?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. What part of Africa is the family?
Nigeria.
Okay, there we go. So you have to see if you're qualified for reparations. You might not be qualified for it. Mm-hmm. You see?
Yeah.
But they're Africans.
Because the people qualified for reparations are the foundational Black Americans who descended from slaves.
No. Where's slavery? Where's slavery? No. See, this is how you take the Mr. Gillespie argument and try to make it your own and end up running into the wall. No, it's not. Descendant of slave. No, you're not eligible because your people stayed over there. They from Africa. No, ours is different. We descendants of African slaves. No, sir. See, but you wouldn't know the difference if Mr. Gillespie wasn't giving you the weapons you need to see through the veil of someone like Tariq Nasheed. You got to be able to read through and listen verbatim what a person is saying. What are you saying? And if you don't know English and law and words, you wouldn't be able to see these people. A fucking insurgent.
Got you. So with that being said, right?
That don't even make sense. You're property of the federal government, begging. You look like a descendant of slavery. You look like you're trying to change, like Dan Calloway tried to be a Native American, like they try to be an Indian. Y'all trying to be an American through Africanism. No. How was you a slave? Who whooped you? Or was you a part of the people who was put in internment camps in the early 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s, mid 1900s by the presidents of the United States? See, that'll do away with the slavery stories and other slave stories and all this other stuff. That's what the truth does. It destroys falsehoods, small worlds of worlds within worlds, characters within characters. And it's only a matter of time before this truth penetrate. Oh, it has already penetrated their little castles that they got. More people can see through the veil. They even come over here. They even come over here a lot. They don't care. What is Kev talking about? Everything against you? Press 1. So you got to be able to see through Tariq Nasheed with your mind's eyes. Press 1. You got to be able to see them.
I still would identify, myself as a black man.
You still going to identify with a black man. Listen to this African talk to an African descendant of African about how he's still going. These are matters that Mr. Gillespie would matters of no importance to me. I am not here for this stuff, man. You see why? I'm not here for them. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Kev, I'm sorry, this is Barton again. I just got to make one more statement for the road, and then I'm going to just listen, right?
Go ahead.
So we was talking about civil law, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, when you talk about civil law for the colonial Americans, now you're dealing with the Americans, the Black Americans, yes. The Afro-Americans, right?
Yeah.
So when it's time for the men to march to Supreme Court, he can't go.
I'm not talking for him.
Huh?
Who say their names? Who can't go?
Him, Farrakhan, the rappers. I don't even think Jay-Z could go. All of these are foreigners.
So what I envisioned in my head, they can't even go.
They can't go. They can't even participate in nothing because they're not even a part of nothing.
Gotcha.
So this is why the colonial men, the Afro-American men, it's not all of them because all of them can't go. But it's a certain amount of men that have to know the law, that have to march to the Supreme Court
How many?
to reclassify, to get us back standing up straight.
So, a certain amount of men. From where?
The men, the colonial men who know
So men who are heirs of the 13, 12 colonial states.
Yes. Yes, because the women, we can't do this. We can't do it because it's a man's world. Like, we have to get back to the church.
What make you think about this, Wanda? How you coming up with this one? I like you. Where you?
You taught me. We've been from the studies, from when we've been studying. I've been paying attention and I've been taking my notes. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time. I've just been paying attention.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I like what you got to say.
Yeah, so this is why everybody's like, especially the men, like you said, like the men should all have that book, the 1927 dictionary, and the law book, and the Bible. Once them three come into play, ooh, they be some bad mamma jammas. I can see it now. And my job is to help them know the law, you know?
Yes, I admire that. I really do. That's well said.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say because my mind is just racing right now. But that's all I got to say.
Well, thank you for that one. I love the excitement in that. Oh, you know what this means? Oh, man, this is like a certain amount of people have to, oh, my goodness. And they have to be men. Oh, my goodness. Men of what? Men of the heirs of freedom. It has to be them. The saints. No, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Who do you think that is? White people? Because you got that from Bugs Bunny. That's why. It's facts on top of facts. I just like that I can teach y'all to see. This is beautiful. Wanda, make it. You can call anytime, Wanda.
This world and what we've had to go up against. But my question,
what you had to go up against, you ain't with against that.
Question, I guess, for me is, at what point do we say, you know what, they're never going to do us right?
Because what do you mean? You're talking on two different things. Do us right. You're talking from a foreigner, okay, who needs to be in his homeland arguing with Akon in China, okay, and where that Wakanda at, rather worried about our affairs. You need to go home and worry about Nigeria and who pillaging. Press 1. See, this is the difference.
I feel like we're leaning on them to do what's right. And I just have personally, and the reason why I'm putting myself out there, because I think there's people that want to support and that have their own, they just kind of give.
Now, hold on. I don't like comments that huge, but I like that one right there. Somebody typed in, we took our knowledge of the world and exchanged it for their stories. Gave up biology, physiology, chemistry, math, etc. for the book of Peter, Matthew, Timothy, and them. I like comments like that because they are so bright on the left-hand side or right-hand side and so illiterate on the other side. Press 1. Oh, no, you didn't trade nothing, for you don't know the word. Now, how could you trade anything? The objective wasn't the hijacking of the word, it was the hijacking of your perception. The physiology and chemistry and the physics and horoscopes and moon worship, these are all from the tree of good and evil. That's what you broke away from. You're inverting what I'm saying, woman. Press 1. Your chemistry and all of this is anti-scripture. But in the end, they find that the science that they do got right only validates scripture. That's why they say science validates God. I don't see why people are atheists by way of science, because science actually validates a creator. So understand, you don't just say things here, okay? So you can put as many emojis as you want. What's her name? Hopeful. She's into the esoteric. Press 1. See? That's the one. Look at her name. She's into the esoteric, aren't you?
Shame.
You're into the esoteric. So you're alchemist. You're like alchemy and all of these other things that takes your mind off of the law. You have fun with alchemy, but you better learn how to cook some biscuit and put some recipes together before you get to talk about what we did. Because most of y'all don't know the word or scripture or nothing. Your family lineage don't even line up with people who serve God anyway. If they were, you wouldn't be out here wilding like you are. So don't say they traded, our people traded this, and try to make it look like that New Testament was the end all. It's all relative in truth. All of it. That's what you're going to learn here.
Up.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe trying to figure out other ways to come about it.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing that makes us unique as foundational Black Americans. They've always said what they weren't going to do, and we said, no, you're going to do it. They didn't.
How are you a foundational Black American, but you a slave who got here by way of a boat, but you Black? How you foundational Black American don't even make sense, and you've accepted the role as a immigrant slave who came over indentured to work. That doesn't make sense. And it won't make sense in law because you're Black. And because you're Black, you need somebody to interpret law for you because you're dead. Your mouth can't even speak. See how that works? See why you need a public defender, fool? Press 1, because you don't speak. You don't know words. You playing. You spent your life bibbity bopping your head to the beat and not focusing in on what brothers is saying. You want to be a mystic, not uncover the true essence of God. You want the power for yourself to manipulate or forever, for monetary gain, whatever you want it for. That's why it's 2 trees, good and evil, where y'all went, and the book of life. We all bit from the tree of good and evil. That's what we curse by, right there. And we still, to this day, oh yeah, we can play along with all this stuff right here. She ain't bought not one chemistry report. She can get on Amazon and order a chemist set. She ain't got no doctor uniform. She ain't got rubber glove. She ain't got nothing. She just talking what she gave up. She's a denier of God in her spirit, and all the men she encounter is destined for the hell that's in between them legs. Press 1. Yeah, left, right, jab, uppercut, bam, 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 bam. Get out of here. Press 1. See the way I put that together? Black is an adjective. Listen. Sorry, ma'am. Listen, ma'am. You're out of here, SO head. Press 1. Back to the truth.
Want to release us from slavery. They never planned on releasing us from slavery, and they tried to give it to Abraham Lincoln as if he just found it in the goodness of his heart to release us. We have to.
When did they release slavery?
Understand, during antebellum slavery, there were major slave rebellions.
Anti what? Wait.
You have to understand, during antebellum slavery.
Billum, that's money. That's debt bondage. Wait a minute. The billion, that was the gold. Oh, Tyreek. Oh, Tyreek.
Shame.
Oh, Tyreek.
Shame.
Masonic folk,
Shame.
all mag head, present one. Big cranium here. There's, he's always finding creative ways to tell you the truth. Secret ways of saying things so the average person cannot hear. Mason? No. Piracy. I think you got that confused. Danielson. Press 1. See, you gotta be able to, what What you say right there? Kobe, hit him. He's a fundamental foundational U.S. federal 14th Amendment citizen. That's what his ass is. Press 1.
There were major slave rebellions and successful ones that they don't talk about.
So, sir, are we talking anti-billion? Are we talking 1900? So we were slaves in the 1900 now. With all the black power and black town. See, but that'll go against... Press 1, that'll go against your Tulsa, Oklahoma. That'll go against all things that you swore to shut the fuck up. Press 1. You better speak in code. You better get down and you better bow down. I bow to no one. Press 1. Press 1. That's the power right there. I'm about nobody up here. Not one man up on this earth can say the shit that I say. I got people thinking I'm Illuminati and shit. Press 1. That's powerful. Yeah, you gotta be Illuminati with all this knowledge and stuff. Lord have mercy. It just flows so great. And I'm like Rocky Balboa. I'm like Muhammad Ali, roping doping them out here, bushwhacking them. Press 1, one by one. And you got to do this in the black community. You got to beat these niggas up mentally like this. Why? I got to crush them like this. Because they gotta be brought to heal. That's why. Because they psychology is stupid. They gonna have us jumping right off the cliff into the depths of hell because they don't know no better. And that's why. So that's why I gotta crush them. FBA, all of them, crush them. Press 1. With the same black hand they trying to use on you, just crush it. I don't care about that. You can't say it to the people, then you're not talking to them. You talking for a check. You're not talking to the people. The people don't know what the fuck you're saying. But now with Mr. Gillespie, they can understand your little silly speech patterns.
The Seminole Wars, that was really a slave rebellion.
The Seminole Wars was a slave rebellion. Tell us about it, Tyreek.
Those people were black people.
And what happened? What'd they do?
Fighting against the U.S. government and actually
fighting against the U.S. government, the Fed. Go ahead.
Actually winning.
They were winning, and then what happened?
And there were black people living in certain swamp areas, fighting and destroying plantations and running back into the swamp. So, no, sir, that's a lie. Black people was forced into the swamp, fed to the gators. Okay, it's called the Devil's Punch Bowl, and I think you need to shut the fuck up.
Shame.
I think you need to shut the fuck up. Yes.
Shame.
I think that y'all truths is nothing but lies, nigga. All this Indian shit, see, he don't want to compromise these stories. Press 1, I'm the end of time, nigga. Time immemorial. All of the stories that y'all got lined up for the beneficiary package, I'm against all of you. So all of y'all in one big, what was the dream Nebuchadnezzar statue just there? Pottery and gold and silver and bronze and copper just all fused together, which won't stand. It's falling now. Press 1.
Were actively fighting against slavery, and those same people came out of the swamp and started fighting in the Civil War.
Right.
Shame. Shame.
Oh, somebody's having fun jumping around time, aren't they? Somebody's having fun jumping around, but I'm glad that I showed you time. I'm glad you with the rope. Press 1. I'm glad I got y'all up here so we can observe this. So you just gonna jump around time frames like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that one. See, in the artificial matrix, you can jump all around this bitch. Press 1. You can jump all the way. Is it real? No, it's an artificial simulated world where they can just lie and create characters on top of characters as long as it's all fair game and fair play and under the federal rules of a 501(c)(3). That's 1. How much weed I smoke? Am I supposed to be this smart? Or do I just defy all senses? Am I just a walking anomaly? Because I could have sworn I saw weed was the gateway drug. It fires your brain. Press 1. It seemed to wake me up or some shit. Press 1. I'm kidding. I don't advertise for that stuff, but I'm just saying.
Many black people were fighting in the Civil War, and that's why the Civil War was won by the Union, because of the black people. We were helping to free ourselves. They didn't want to free us. Let's go to the 1960s.
Wait a minute, sir. We're going for. Wait a minute, sir.
Not like this. Not like this.
So, y'all know how I say all black people, foreigners, came against us and they fought in confederacy with the federal government. That's why they're Confederates. Press 1, they fought with the federal government. And the federal government deputized all of them. Gave all foreigners rifles and everything out there, military warfare. You know who helped the federal government enslave us in Bama? Africans and black folk from the Caribbean and the Red Coat. That is the Civil War. The 1900s, Tulsa. That Tulsa was just one state, one town. They were doing that everywhere. They forced you into submission. They used black people to do it. Facts. He's telling multi-dimensional stories. You wouldn't have to do that unless you were part of the artificial program to keep me enslaved. But like Lauryn Hill say, I get out.
Actively fighting against slavery. And those same people came out of the swamp and started fighting in the Civil War.
Right. And fighting for the Federales. So the Confederate, let me get this straight, the people who was fighting against them actually joined. The Seminoles actually joined the Confederates. Now, let me show you something. Let me tell you this. The Mongol Indian fought with the Confederates to overthrow you, but they weren't the only ones. French, they also held. All this is going on in the early 1900s, and you thinking Columbus with Seminole Indians. This shit is the 1900s, just a few grandmas ago. Your empire just fell 3-4 generations ago, and that's right on time with scripture that say, for the 3rd and 4th generation that hate me. And I'm finna find it right here.
Many black people were fighting in the Civil War, and that's why the Civil War was won by the Union, because of the black people. We were helping to free ourselves. They didn't want to free us. Let's go to the 1960s. They didn't want to give us civil rights. White people never woke up and said, hey, let's stop with all of these Jim Crow signs. This is wrong. They never said that. Black people hit the streets of America and started lighting businesses on fire.
You stop trying to give an extra account. They were blacks who fought with the Confederates. Marcus Garvey fought with the federal government. He was with Margaret Sanger. That's the federal government. Theodore Roosevelt, that's the fucking federal government. The federal government is complicit in genocide against the colonial Americans in black. It's just a dead term, and there's nothing. Please. This is Deuteronomy 5 and 9. You shall not...
Not like this. Not like this.
Listen to this. Just thinking. I was just thinking. But look, Deuteronomy. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them. Ain't that what I just said? For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the 3rd and 4th generation of those who hate me. Press 1. But showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments, keep the law. Press 1. You owe the law, the Bill of Rights, the 10 Commandments. 10 Bill of Rights, 10 Bill of Commandments. Bill of Rights, Supreme Court. Bill of Rights, 10 Commandments, Supreme Law, religious. Press 1 is the same thing. Press 1. It's a bunch of them that go, though. But it's 10 to start. Press 1. Now, Hebrew Israelite, like I knew it. This nigga always come back like Kobe in the 4th quarter. You got to put the Kobe face on. I said, I'm here to make you mad. You can't do nothing unless you're mad. Press button. Look at you. See? I'm just letting you know. Will polite go to the word like that? No.
sniping people from roofs and creating havoc and saying, we're not going to take this no more.
Yeah.
Then they decided, okay, let's give them some civil rights.
So I can lean.
So we don't. Then they decided to give them some civil rights. Press 1. So you didn't get rights until the 60s? Is that what you want me to believe? You didn't have no right. After King George freed you, after the revolution and this one and the Civil War and the kicking ass, and them, you ain't got no right? You got to wait till the 1960s? Wait a minute. Them the 1900s. Well, why would you have to wait till the Why do you speak of the Revolutionary War and jump right to the 1960s? Like, y'all brains don't ever think of why they do that? Press 1. Got him. Look at his conniving ass on the screen. Look like he just told a Masonic lie. No, not a Masonic lie. A damn pirate lie. Press 1.
I think that's where I was able to kind of put that out there.
Yeah.
Is because I respect that, which is you're not asking.
Yeah.
I used to associate reparation with asking. Mm-hmm. You're more so seems demanding.
You can't demand nothing. He's asking. Oh, he's definitely asking. Where are you going to get it from? Why are you wearing army fatigue clothing, Tyreek? Okay, you used to be a pimp. Why are you wearing I told you, look, what do you mean? This is your list of demands to be reinserted as a blackie? A dead person? Well, go. Sell yourself like Kanye to them are the lords of London. Go. Feel free. This is embarrassing.
We're not going to let up until we get what we're supposed to get. Is that the energy?
That's the energy. And this is the first time
How are you going to demand something by asking?
We have done this because the reparations movement has a lot of legs now.
Yep.
We've kind of touched on reparations in the past.
Yeah, we did.
It got shot down, so we just, these white folks are scaring us.
Oh, so you were scared of the white folk. They were scaring you. Oh, so you were just scared of the white folk. The boogeyman. Press 1.
We're like, you know what? We're getting killed in the streets right now. We have homeless black people all over the place. We've elevated all of these other groups. The justice system isn't working for us. Black men and women are in jail in droves. We have nothing to lose right now. So we need to get what's owed to us, and we're going to be focused on that.
We're going to be focused on that, John. We're going to get what's owed to us. This one and that one. This is embarrassing.
And the political structure, they keep trying to get us to take our focus onto something else. Well, we'll give money to HBCUs. That's not reparations.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of white people at HBCUs now.
Yeah.
But we're going to give money
Why are you attributing white as if that's a nationality? So you want a racist program. And it's real sad. Why are you becoming what you fighting against? We want rights at the age like that. It's sad. Sad. It really is. It really is. 424-209-9506. Now, looking at that, you get to see how many times a person will call you black. Why it's black, and it's a foundational black, and it's a black, but you know black is dead in law now. Black is really dead in law. Black is really dead in law. Not only are you dead, you're really dead. You've been really dead this whole time, and you ain't even noticed it yet. Because people like Tyreek Nasheed is selling you immigration benefit through terms like black and blackity black. Black only means refugee and foreigner. And they're playing with your mind off of the color of law. Black versus white. Black and white. So he gonna say black you. And the white folks and black folk and white folk and the bliggity black from Africa. Descendants of Africa, the black. Meanwhile, the white is the white and it gets the benefit package. Yeah, we get the white. They fall right into Adolf Hitler's dream world. You just sit right there complaining about how white folk got it. And it's real sad. Shout out to you. Thank you for posting my cash app. My cash tag is Gills Gang. Thank you for that. I appreciate all contributions to the truth and contributions to the program and this enlightening show. Not only do we know civil law, black, what was the other word? What was the other word? Let me get it right. See, we gotta make this civil liter mortis. See, that's the legal definition of what you are. Press 1. You are the eventuality of a goddamn number, of a sum, of a goddamn of an unbalanced goddamn. Press 1. The damn balance sheet. Anybody have a balance sheet? You know that little remainder? That's what you is. You the remainder. Your life is a goddamn remainder of a goddamn balance sheet. That's what it is. And that's how you became a criminal up under the law. Press 1. You became a criminal because your old shit. Press 1. Your balance sheet, your remainder. You the remainder. Look at your remainder. It's negative. Look at you. You're not a man. Press 1. So, I'm going to open up the phone line, 5-10 minutes. Feel free to call in, because I've been in my studies from here on out. Press 1. Shout out to the folks who've been with the road this whole time. But guess what? It's time to elevate your mind. It's time to go to a space where you think about this. Ain't no going back to, I want to watch this. Now you're going to think everything is stupid because you're going to hear it. Black, 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 slave, black. Black, black, black. You're ready to understand what they're telling you. These people are speaking legal jargon over you, legal spells, and you're believing you're black. Forget all the spell work. Forget all that stuff. They're telling you words that keep you legally bound to civil law. And there's no such thing as civil right. That was just created for you to think you have right. You have none. You are to live in a democrat society, and you are not to raise above and even mention a king or a republic or nothing that deals with your people at all. And fellas say, these women got to submit. What the woman going to submit to if you're not speaking in authority? She going to cheat around with you because you don't speak with conviction. She going to run around. In today's time, boy, you better be careful. These girls running hot. Nigga, press 1. You want a girlfriend this time? Boy, you better make sure she's the one. Press 1. You better make sure she's the one. Bro, you better make sure. You better start asking them right now. What you got to offer? What? I got this. Black men ain't asking enough questions, and black women ain't got the right answer no more. What happened? Only a select few. Scriptures say it's going to be 10 of them trying to cling on to one person. And the manosphere running around talking about these women ain't doing nothing. You better get some word of God in you and then read. They say in the last day, they're going to be saying, please, make me your wife. Because you know, with wife attributes and with family, there's benefit packages that come with that. See, on one hand, these non-marrying different civil groups want you to not marry and not come into holy union, press 1, and law and order and the belief in God and the natural organic order of life so you too can receive the blessing. Press 1. They want you a broken home. So all of the shows is about broken up home. All of your friends, all their issues deal with a man cheating. Oh, my man ain't shit. When they passing the spell through the cell phone. Oh, what you doing? Nothing. My man ain't shit. Y'all done made a whole life of man ain't shit and women ain't shit. Like, I don't want that world. That's all y'all think about. I'm cool, girl. Stay tuned for the Kevin G Show. We're going to have fun over there. Hit the like button and subscribe. What up, champion?
Peace.
Professor Gill.
What's up, Chad?
I'm looking up this. I remember Tyree threw that thing in there, the antebellum. He was saying something about antebellum.
Okay,
like
go ahead.
That means before. All right. So I looked that up. It says before the Civil War.
Oh, time immemorial.
Yeah. And then it was, I want to say it's in Revelation, tied back in the scripture. Was it Revelations 2 when they were talking about, what's the bazaar, when they talk about the bazaar, pardon me.
The bazaar
right
and Balaam.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to make that connection. When I get home, I'm able to
because that's the dream world. That time immemorial is the dream world. See, that's the spell. Anything past the 1900 and all that, they go into like a formulated storyline of what they came up with to protect and benefit from the package that King George and the founding fathers left for us.
I'm following you, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm following you, man.
So everybody wants to be a sovereign. Everybody wants to be right. And everybody wants to be free. But you dealing on everybody's here by way of it's a fraud. So all of the immigrants will have to be reprocessed, of course, and all of the blacks need to be reclassified back into their original standing, which is not dead but alive. Because they're living souls. They're not dead. They're not. They only dead when they agree to be dead. See, it goes back into the immortals. Immortals are immortal until they don't want to be immortal. Until they decide they want to. So it's that concept. You know, they don't want to. They're black. So when you identify with that, we've grown up with this. We're just saying we're dead. We have no standing in law. Abuse us. You can take advantage of us if you want to. Only thing we're going to do is tear up and cry and say this is the white man. You see? That's what black is. Yeah. Black is dead to the law. It's like they don't have to respect your right. And so you're out of bounds. You're out of the whole game whatsoever, begging in your own land. Your forefathers are buried here. All their forefathers are buried back home in Europe and the wildlands of Poland, all the way around Europe and Russia and Germany and Ukraine. Our forefathers are here.
Yeah.
You see? So.
Yeah. So I did have a question, though, sir.
Yes, sir.
You said the 12 states of the Union.
Yeah.
And tying that into the 144,000 marching on, you know what I mean, the Saints marching to the Supreme Court. I'm following at that part. Is that what puts people in a position to benefit from the Matrix or stand upright?
What?
Would that be the action that puts us in that position?
What?
The Saints marching, the 144,000 marching.
Yes, they're saying civil law is the denying of right by God, and you're not. Civil law prevents me from believing in God, natural God, my God. So it's against not only against the Constitution, against the Bill of Rights. I can't live in happiness and
man. All right, man. You dope the way that you bring it to that point. Yes, all right, so let's get in the outside of the law. When I called in yesterday, I was talking about the artificial world and the propaganda. That's what allows them to add to the laws to, to keep us down, to keep us in the minority status.
That's the law that covers them.
Right.
Is our government governed by the people? No. Our law is set. It's governed by God himself. He ordained this and gave us right. Governed by who? The people. Trust no man. The man is a liar. God's law is forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, champion.
Let me get back to work.
My man. Oh, I love that. Common law is a right. A lot of y'all on holy land that don't even know. A lot of y'all on holy land and don't even know it. Walking around with Satan shoes on and doing the most craziest things on holy land and wonder why your spirits are defiled and stuff like that. And somebody said, and when are y'all marching to the Supreme Court? Nobody didn't say that. He's thinking, Mr. Ross. He's thinking. Press 1. He's thinking. His mind is thinking, unlike yours. You're worried about when are y'all, which excludes yourself. When are y'all going to do that? Press 1. You excluded yourself. This ain't for you, King. Press 1. They ain't tripping, G. Ain't for you. It's easy for me to understand and relay the information, and it's easy for people to understand it as well. You having that confliction in your heart, that's on you. You're a grown person. You're a grown person. Black is the curse that that's spoken about, that you've been in. It's Deuteronomy. All day you're going to be wishing it's tomorrow. Midday today you're going to be hoping tomorrow comes. That's because you're black. That's because you're dead. You're walking around zombie. Just moping around. Hoping tomorrow will come. Living for tomorrow. Tomorrow. And remember the good times when I had that big old Mercedes-Benz 40 years ago. Remember that one? Oh, we were doing it real big. Always living in imagination. Always living in imagination. And Tyreek got us crazy. Hit that like button and subscribe. But Tyreek ain't the only one. You got to understand this from all of it. Look at this one. This is Candace Owens. Hit the like button and subscribe. This is Candace Owens. Okay, you got to be able to recognize what's going on. What are you looking at? Okay, you're looking at a so-called black woman who going black, and me as a black person, and I'm able to make it. I'm a black person, and it's liberal lie about black. Press 1. That's the game. Black. And I'm here in the midst of all these white people. See, it's not true. Black can make it here. I'm just a little slave girl from the trenches of the South. Press 1. So let's take a listen. Listen. Shout out to Miss K. I see you. Pay attention to all of these little, and look at the audience. You see? So this is white supremacy. Not a Democratic Party. This is white supremacy. Listen.
Whatsoever.
See? Look. You should now look. All white people. All white people for starters.
Shame.
All of them. We're going with the color of law on this one, even though this is Europe. When that's Europe, that's where she is. We're going with all white people on this one. And let's listen to the bliggity black speech patterns.
Hello. This is honestly such a blessing. I am so grateful to be here. I cannot thank all of you enough for coming here to hear me speak. I want to start off by asking you guys a very simple question. By a show of hands, how many people in this room have had bad things happen to them? Everyone. Okay.
Yeah, white people. Yeah, we all have bad things happen to us.
Everyone. Now I'm going to ask a similar question, but it's going to be different.
Okay.
By a show of hands, how many people in this room consider themselves a victim? Wow. Really impressive. Normally I get a few hands, and that's really impressive.
You bet not. Brother, you bet not. Press 1. Oh, you bet not. Oh my goodness. Oh, race baiting time. You bet not. Oh, black people, all they do is fucking.
So the differences in these questions is a difference in mentality.
Now we in a difference of mentality? What is this, a fucking Mein Kampf speech by Adolf Hitler's granddaughter or something? What the fuck is this?
Smeared, libeled, I have been protested, I have been kicked out of restaurants, I have been assaulted because I go around with a very simple message.
What's that one?
Which is that bad things happen to everyone.
Woo, that man. And does it ever end? All right, now you can almost smell it coming. You can smell it.
But a victim mentality is not something that you should possess because a bad thing happens to you.
Oh.
This has earned me the title of being called anti-black.
Oh my goodness. Oh, because the speech patterns you're anti-black. Oh yeah. You guys, do not come so. You ever felt down and alone? Don't. First one, look at me. I was battling depression. I was battling this one and that one, and guess what? It's not because I'm black. First one, it has nothing to do with it. It turns out, sometimes everybody has bad things happen to them. You know, we all went through things. Okay.
Anti-LGBT.
Okay.
I have been called a Nazi sympathizer.
Oh my goodness.
Among other things.
No.
Because I have this idea.
A Nazi sympathizer, amongst other things, because you have an idea. No, because you're against the true Jews. Best one.
That if we don't accept ourselves as oppressed and we accept ourselves as the victor of our experiences, then we can achieve more in life. So let me tell you a little bit about me that you're not.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, ma'am. You're moving too fast.
Because I have this idea that if we don't accept ourselves as oppressed and we accept ourselves as the victor of our experiences, then we can achieve more in life. So let me tell you a little bit about me that you're not going to find in all of these articles that basically want people to believe that I am somehow a white supremacist, which is quite impressive that I get called a white supremacist.
Oh my goodness, you're not only full in a room full of foreign people from Sweden and Turkey and this one and that one. Oh, look at my color of my skin. And they're calling me, you can be in blackface for all I know. Makeup does a great job. We don't know who you are. You can be Kim Kardashian up under there for all I give a damn. Press 1. You can be walking around in total blackface. Oh, they calling me a white supremacist. Oh, just look at me. That don't sit well with me in a room full of white people. Just be black and you can.
I grew up in Stamford, Connecticut.
Hold on, she grew up in Stamford, Connecticut. Oh, the life and times of a token Negro on South Park. Oh, let's hear this one. Oh, not Stanford. Press 1. Oh, not Stanford. Press 1. Oh, the jocks had fun with this one.
I did not. Yes, is there some Connecticut love here?
Yeah, woo. We all look like we come from Connecticut.
It's awesome.
You ever seen Stanford basketball and football team? Press 1.
Stamford, Connecticut, in a really small apartment I share with my sisters. I have two sisters. Did not grow up. I grew up in poverty.
Oh, not Stamford, Connecticut, in the depths of the project. Oh, no, in poverty. What the fuck does that mean? You had food stamp? What the fuck does poverty mean in Stamford, Connecticut? What the
Family didn't have much. We had the exterminator coming into our apartment when I was a little girl to get rid of the roaches every week.
She done stole all my baby. The exterminator is not coming over your house every week to exterminate no roaches.
Shame.
Y'all will be poison.
Shame.
Okay, so with the little Negro storylines of missing parents and grandma raised, one, and sharecropping and all of these. Oh, I love the Negro story by the 13th and 14th Amendment citizens always trying to hijack something. They just need our storyline. Oh, what were they? Slaves? What's their story? Oh, this one never had, 80% of them never had daddy. Oh, how you become a rapper, yo? Hey, yo, I come from the 3rd Ward of Louisiana. Oh, yeah? How long you been living here? Yeah, hi. But I was birthed right here. What happened to your mom? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I grew up without a daddy. I grew up without a daddy, and I sold drugs. That's how I got all these diamonds. We sell drugs. Now I changed my life, and now I'm a rapper. It's like, come on, guys. Come on.
Because we lived in a low-income housing structure. About the time that I was 8 years old, my grandfather...
So you took, wait a minute. So you took home subsidies?
Shame.
You took,
Shame.
You benefited from social welfare system. You fucking woman, you... Not only did you sue using the black organizations to sue white people, you fraudster, you actually are a product of food stamps? No way.
Decided, he came to our apartment, he said, I really don't want my grandbabies to live in this sort of a situation. And he moved us into his very middle-class house. Now, my grandfather is a very, very, very pious man.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my mama. Who is Pope Pius? What the fuck does pious man mean? Press 1. What the fuck does that mean? I know we ain't talking about Pope Pius and the Catholic. Press 1. P-I-O-P-I-U-S. Pious meaning. What the fuck is that? From Latin word which means dutiful. It always organized religion. It's Catholic. Oh my goodness.
Living in his home meant that
Pope Pius, you get it?
Every single morning.
So she went from roaches to, my granddad came in. Right there. Yeah, everything in the morning. Great cover story, 21 Savage of politics.
I was meant to read the Bible. He would pick a scripture, and me and my brothers and sisters would sit around the table, and he would ask us questions, and based on our understanding of the scriptures and the Bible, we would be awarded different hot chocolate mugs in the morning.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What?
I never really in my life thought that that was a meaningful way to grow up. In fact, when I was introduced to the public school system, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed about my relationship with God. I wanted it to go away. I didn't want people.
Man, what? Hey, wait. You go from roaches to now you in you in rich neighborhood at a public school now. Press 1. Shaggy. Press 1. Some Scooby-Doo shit here. Press 1.
People to know that my grandparents were so Christian that they wanted us to read the Bible every morning. That wasn't cool. I
thought she was a sharecropper. Oh, I thought her grandfather was.
Shame. Shame.
I'm done.
Shame.
A cool way to live, and so I shed that. I shed that throughout most of middle school. I hid it. And in high school, I completely shed it when my
So you was on in high school. Is that what you saying? You was outlaw, crazy, turned up Candace, was you not? Was you not? Was you twerking like the rest of us? Or was you not? Not us, but them. Were you? Well, in Atlanta, I've come to learn at weddings, you guys like to twerk. But give it a sense of normalcy. Insane, Candace.
Parents moved down south. In high school, I had a
Catholic French woman. She's looking more foreign every day. Press 1. She's looking more foreign every time she opened her mouth. Wait a minute, she's looking more from Ghana or some goddamn where. She's from Ghana. That's what's that crazy woman on YouTube with the short haircut look like Boosie? Tasha K. Well, that's Tasha K, people. That's the Kibi family. Press 1.
experience happened.
Shout out to the
which
Kibis.
Reporters and journalists do not like to report on because it completely disrupts their narrative that I don't understand that bad things happen to black people. I don't understand that there's racism in the world and that people can be hurt by racism.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I had a boyfriend. It was my first boyfriend. I thought I was really cool. And he and I went to watch a movie at his house. We were watching Talladega Nights. It's a great movie if you guys haven't seen it. For those of you that have seen it, I never know what to do with my hands, just like Ricky Bobby.
Well, did you watch that movie in the project? I think not.
So I was watching Talladega Nights, my phone rang, and it was a blocked call, and I don't pick up blocked calls, so I sent it to voicemail.
You sent a block call to voicemail. Okay. You don't answer blocked calls. Okay.
My phone rang again. I sent it to voicemail again. My phone rang 4 times. By the time the movie was over, I had 4 missed voicemails, which was really an insane thing. So I went home and I listened to the voicemails after a great night, and what I heard was something really horrific and terrifying.
What was that?
On the other end of a line, there were 4 male voices, and they were alternating. They were calling me the N-word. They were saying that they were going to put a bullet in the back of my head as they had done to Martin Luther King. They were calling me Rosa Parks. They were telling me that they were going to tar and feather my family. It went on for...
That's what white people was doing back in the day.
A really intense, I would say 5 minutes, and when I hung up the phone, the first thing that I did was I broke down and I cried because I couldn't think of 4 people that would say those words to me.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about?
I couldn't even think of one person that would say
She in a room full of white folk, and one day all out there. Yeah, I don't know what person.
Words to me. Here I am. I'm a senior in high school, living my best life, and I get these terrible messages. Okay. So I went to bed the next morning. I had a philosophy class, and we happened to be talking about racism. And I told my teacher, I rose my hand, and I told him what happened. I said, Mr. Forker, I got these terrible messages. And I played them for him. And he was so horrified that he said, get up right now, we're gonna go to the principal, and you're gonna report these messages. The principal immediately called the police. And that was the beginning of what would represent a very dark life, a dark period in my life.
Oh my goodness, a dark life. But you're a black woman at Stanford receiving racist propaganda. So they go and call, and you win a lawsuit based off of being black. Here you are talking about ain't no racism. I don't understand the point of this woman. Here you are talking about there ain't no racism. Black people take things too far. But here you are in subsidized housing. Here you are getting racial threats from people at Stanford, in Stanford. Had to be some racist white folk. And you probably saying some most racist tar baby shit to you. And here you are. Racism don't exist. Oh, no, it doesn't. That doesn't make that's not sitting well with me.
It turned out, by some random stroke of my own misfortune, that I did not know, as I had said, 3 of those people in the car. One of those 3 people in the car that night that left me those messages happened
in the wait. In the car. Wait a minute.
To be the current Democratic governor of Connecticut's son. And instantly, this case was elevated in my face. A high school senior was splashed on the front pages of every newspaper in Connecticut and in New York, calling me a victim of a hate crime. That's a really, really, really heavy word, a victim of a hate crime. It turned out that one of the kids in the car was a former friend of mine, and I used to hang out with him and a group of my friends all the time. And once I got a boyfriend, I did what most girls do, and
So you just date racist people. Oh, you're the one black girl in the YouTube, and you just date racists. You just date racists. Like, this is who you are. By golly, oh my God, you're in the, you like, oh my goodness.
And I just wanted to be with my boyfriend, and he was hurt. And one night he got into a car and he was drinking, and with 3 people that I didn't know, and they decided to leave me these voicemails. Now, of course, because a politician's son was involved, the FBI had to get involved to trace the origins of the messages, because nobody wanted to come clean and say that they had left them. So I went from watching Talladega Nights to being a front page cover story, to being called a victim, to having everyone in my high school and in my town debate whether or not the messages were real, why the FBI investigated it. Of course the messages were real. Of course, after the FBI included their 6-week-long investigation, they determined that I did in fact receive these messages from these men, and 6 weeks later, all 4 of them were arrested. The youngest person in that car was only 14 years old. And then, of course, after the entire world was debating it, 6 weeks later,
who that look like in the back? That look like the period girl. Period. Oh my goodness, not like this. Press 1.
Not like this. Not like this.
I'm done with this world. I'm done with y'all.
All 4 of them were arrested. The youngest person in that car was only 14 years old.
So it wasn't racism.
And then, of course, after the entire world was debating it, reading letters to the editor where people either called me a liar, a hero, a victim, it was over, just like that. The press was over. They were ready to move on from the situation.
Yeah, well, because you won the lawsuit. You made money. It was over. It's time to move on.
And that seems to be a common theme. We're looking for the oppressed and the oppressor. These kids were labeled racist. I was labeled a victim. How did that turn out for me?
Oh, my goodness. You got paid. Say it with me. You got paid money. You got paid. Say it with me. She got paid. That's how it turned out for you. You won the lawsuit. Victim. Oh my goodness.
Well, for me, it turned out into 4.5 years of anorexia. The next years of my life, that title, I was so scared going.
Oh my goodness. I'm like
into college, afraid that people that I was meeting were going to Google me and they were going to find this story.
Oh no, not the stories that you promote about gay teens and gay people and trans teens and this person and that person and that person. Like you've become everything you spoke against. Jeez Louise.
They were going to find that I was a victim.
Oh, no, they're going to find that you were racially discriminated against. What's wrong with you?
That they were going to think that I somehow started this or I deserved it, or they were going to take a side in the same way that people in my town had taken a side.
This is embarrassing.
The only way that I felt that I could assert control over myself and over my narrative was through having anorexia. It took 4.5.
What? Was that a Floridian slip? Oh, the only time I can have control over this narrative is if I was anorexic. What the fuck spirit is that? Who says that? Oh, the only way I can have control over this narrative if I'm anorexic. Oh, you're a fame junkie. Oh my goodness. Oh, Candace Kardashian. Oh, it is true. Candace Kardashian. Welfare Candace Kardashian. Press button. Oh my goodness.
Half that I felt that I could assert control over myself and over my narrative was through having anorexia.
What?
It took 4.5.
That's like something the author of a book would say. Like in the quick notes. Yeah, because that's the only way I would. Do you understand? That's the only way I would have anorexic because blah, 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 blah. Get out of here.
Years
Ooh.
of me having an eating disorder before something woke up in me.
Did you have what woke up in you while you had a hamburger? Some money ended up in your bank account. What happened? Let me guess. I want a hamburger. Is that what you said? I want a hamburger now. Press one. What woke up in you? What happened?
I was living in Manhattan. I was paying down student loans.
She don't master the art of storytelling about nothing that leads from nothing that drags to nothing that leads to nothing. Oh, the good Shakespearean. Fuck you. Thank you for coming.
School, and I majored in, quite ironically, journalism, something that I don't believe in as much today.
Oh.
And I began to take yoga classes.
Oh, now she's yoga.
And I had lived a life partying throughout college.
Oh.
Drinking.
Oh.
Really had fun.
Kind of like Kamala Harris, right? Hanging out with all the... No, Kamala was fucking Montel. Kind of like a bald guy like myself. You were making love to racists and having a thought... Buzz down, Tatiana. Buzz down, Tatiana. Bend over. Let me hit it from the back like Beyonce, like Trina, like a big booty ass black diva, like a stripper. Press one. I remember, boy, when I was a Democrat.
And far from the girl that sat at the kitchen table with her grandfather.
Oh, you move so far away from God.
In the Bible. My friend said, let's take a yoga class.
Oh.
I went to yoga class, and suddenly that silence, that meditation, the prayer that people have. I went to yoga class, and suddenly that silence.
From the Bible to yoga.
That meditation, the prayer that people have. I really.
That's not a prayer, but okay.
For the first time in a really long time, was able to have conversations with myself.
Oh.
Candace, what are you doing?
Oh.
Why are you doing this? Why are you living this life? Are you happy? The answer, of course, was I was not happy. I wasn't happy being a victim. I was miserable. I was allowing it to eat me alive. I was able to meditate my way, and people say, how did you get over your anorexia?
Meditation.
Yoga. I was able to meditate myself.
Wait a minute. I thought it was the Christian values. How did you change from being a victim through anorexia and then this one? Oh, is this not the TMZ story we're looking for here, victim?
Health with conversations and prayer and focus. And here's what I discovered. What happened to me in high school didn't just happen to me, it also happened to the 4 kids that left those terrible messages.
Where'd you go, to Scientology? Oh, what we have here, there was that L. Ron Hubbard school of recategorizing what happened. Oh, yeah. What we got here, now let's be honest here, they were all below the age, weren't they? Yeah, they were all. And those words are usually made by children underage, just doing things, right? Yeah, I mean, so, technically, You guys are all just fiddle-faddling around. Some words God said. Press 1. Lord have mercy.
Because
and now you notice she said it was the darker days of her life that this is it. Maybe it had something to do with you turning away from God and into yoga position. Maybe that's what it is.
a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old, a person that was my former friend, they can't be racist.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Please, help. Please get out. First one, what? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. You know how many black men was hanging with little kids and little boys and little girls right there? Come on, look at that dead black person. We did this one earlier. Punk. First one. Don't tell. What? Are you crazy?
That's a heavy word. Oh. That's a really heavy word. What they were young kids that were trying out what it was like.
Hey, press 1. Somebody seen it in the chat room. Shout out to Lavish Tay. He says, Kev, she a liar. She said her and her boyfriend was watching a movie. Then she said her boyfriend was drunk and got in the car with his friends. That's why I told y'all to listen.
Shame.
Right there. Listening to these storylines, you thought you heard this when she really just said this.
To be mean in a generation that has smartphones, in a generation that can send text messages, can send Facebook and Instagram messages around the world in a matter of nanoseconds, something that the adults that had raised us had never experienced before in their lives.
Wait a minute.
We are the LOL generation.
Wait, huh? Wait a minute. Wait. I thought your granddaddy was a sharecropper. Wait a minute.
Can send Facebook and Instagram messages around the world in a matter of trying out what it was like.
So we had Facebook and Instagram messages when you was in what?
To be mean in a generation that has smartphones, in a generation that can send text messages, can send Facebook and Instagram messages around the world in a matter of nanoseconds, something that the adults that had raised us had never experienced before in their lives. We are the LOL generation. When I was a little girl, my dad had a beeper. He didn't have Twitter, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, and parents and teachers never thought about
what does that have to, what? Candace Kardashian?
How that might impact us growing up.
Boy, them white folks there said we can use this black woman. These white folk, these powerhouses that was there, these lords of London who was there for her to speak. Boy, they said we can use this black woman here. Oh, this is the black woman. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, she not just babbling. I think you're babbling, melanated beauty, and not paying attention. So I'm going to delete you right up out of here. See you later tomorrow. And you're not paying attention.
When you no longer have to look at someone to just be mean. When you can just say a mean tweet, leave a mean comment. It's so easy in this generation to be mean. I thought to myself, wow, imagine if, as opposed to calling me a victim, which ruined 4.5 years of my life, as opposed to
you got paid. What the hell are you
calling children racists, which I'm sure ruined years of their lives. What if the adults in this situation tried to pause and actually understand how everybody was impacted? What if the adults tried to understand what it's like being a kid coming up in this generation, how easy it is for us to be mean, how everybody was impacted? What if the adults tried to understand what—
That's not even real hair. She's reading from a teleprompter. This is sad.
What it's like being a kid coming up in this generation, how easy it is for us to be mean. What if the politician just made his son say sorry? No one says sorry anymore. That seems to be going out of style.
Ma'am, what?
Because people are constantly trying to get away with everything.
So this is what happened when you read from a teleprompter and you're just reading. You're just reading the words of a magician, getting you to say things.
I was angry with God for a lot of things in my life.
How are you angry with God? You wasn't angry at them boys who call you a wigger, shoot you in the back of the head like they did black people and do tar people and rip the skin off, press one, and leave you up there to char, to burn. Oh, no, that's not racist. Oh, you full of shit.
I was angry that I didn't grow up in a family that had any money. I was angry that I had $150,000 in student loan debt.
You already told us that you grew up and your grandparents came and got you.
And no degree. I had to drop out because Sally Mae collapsed and I couldn't get my loan in my senior year. I was...
Who?
Shame.
Who?
Shame. Shame.
I don't believe the Titantron posted that. I cannot believe she read that from the Titan. I can't believe who wrote this. The white man wrote this. Who? What? What's the name of it? Sally who? Sally? That was good. Sally Mae? No, you don't say, right, Jeff? Lord, I've told you, watch out for these scripts. This is hilarious. Let me rewind. I want to hear you say it again. And Sally Mae, oh my goodness. What a woman you are. What a piece of work this is.
I didn't grow up in a family that had any money. I was angry that I had $150,000 in student loan debt and no degree. I had to drop out because Sally Mae collapsed and I couldn't get my loan in my senior year.
Oh my goodness.
I was angry with God.
So you can't get a loan because, oh yeah.
Because I had this horrific situation happen in high school and I was a victim and he allowed that to happen to me. That was my mentality.
Wait. What? How did we jump around and shift? I thought we were somewhere else. How did we end up back in school? And I thought we went through anorexia and healed and had a yoga program. This ain't making no sense.
And all of a sudden I had a different perspective and this perspective changed my life.
What was
and
that?
it's what I try to tell everybody that is going through something bad.
What is it?
Whether you believe it or not is up to you, but I can tell you that it transformed my life.
What happened?
I believe that God picks people to have experiences in their life, the good ones and the bad ones. I believe that God wanted me to have my parents. I believe that my God wanted me to grow up in a house that was dysfunctional. I think that he wanted me to grow up impoverished. He wanted me to go through a hate.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Not like this. Not like this.
No. Brother, he wanted us to get beat, brother. We're Tariq Nasheed, brother. We needed the foundation of black beating, brother. Oh my goodness, it's hard to listen to. I'm sorry. This is so hard to listen to. Lord have mercy.
Crime, as it was classified in high school. Because who better positioned to attack the left's narrative than somebody who has lived through all of that?
Shame. Shame.
See, I'm not
Shame.
for sale. See? But a person that grew up amongst them, right? This is how they treat y'all. Like this. Like nothing. I was put there to do this. You understand what I'm saying? Just this girl. I wouldn't do all that because the racist and the victim and because God and the yokel because God.
In 2017, in early 2017, I had such an interesting moment. I was still drinking, and suddenly, after
Wait a
night
minute. 2017, 18, 19, Corona. 3 years before Corona, you were drinking, sucking, and pucking, college and student.
Shame. Shame.
And get up on this TV and computer and pretend like you better and holier than thou, as if the left is antichrist and the progressives is you the only one. You just say you found God and ain't read one scripture. You ain't did nothing about God. You just expressing hate and bullying practicing against things that's irrelevant. So let's go. This is stupid.
Drinking. I woke up in the morning and I just broke down crying. It was the most bizarre thing. Nothing happened. There was nothing eventful that happened. I broke down crying. And I said to someone close to me, I have this feeling, and it was the first time that I had said that God wanted me to do something, that God wants me to quit drinking. Just like that. I just quit drinking because I broke down crying in a room and had a sense that God wanted me not to poison my body anymore. That he wanted to be able to open the universe up to me in a way that it had never been opened up to me.
What?
I quit drinking. And I uploaded my first YouTube video, which was called Mom, Dad, I'm a Conservative. What happened next, I could have never predicted.
What happened?
My third video got 26 million views worldwide. It was me attacking the narrative that CNN was trying to sell to me after, which I'm sure you guys remember here in Virginia, the Charlottesville debacle. CNN, when I went home, was trying to sell to me as a Black American.
When you went home. As a Black American. Oh, this is good. This is better than I thought, actually. I have never in my life thought I would be hearing no shit like this.
That the KKK was alive and well. That a real fear that I have to have walking down the street is that a guy on horseback in a white hood is going to come.
Oh, you're dangerous.
Because
this is the most dangerous woman.
We didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. And I said, this is ridiculous. Honestly, we've had enough of this narrative. It's time for someone to be a voice in the Black community. And I just started ranting. I always call it, what I did for 4.5 minutes was a Kanye rant. I challenged Americans to believe their experiences versus what they see coming out of their TV screens. Because what
believe their experiences rather than see what? And they're reading the same teleprompter shit. What?
I see is that I grew up in a country that is not racist. I grew up in a country that is diverse. I grew up in a country that has given opportunities to so many people, including myself, to be able to start from humble beginnings and to use my voice and to be able to share it. And tell me, in what other country in the world do people have those sorts of opportunities that they could flip open a laptop?
Be quiet, woman. I know a YouTuber or Instagram person that don't even speak. He get millions and millions and millions and billions of views from Africa. He travels the world now, not even speaking, just meeting people now. Everybody get to do it. You're tripping. You're bugging.
Kanye rant for 4 minutes and reached 26 million homes. I attack a lot of narratives on TV. I'm sure for those of you guys that follow me on Twitter, you see that I go for the jugular a lot about tons of things. I speak out against feminism because it's not feminism. What's happening today is a radical form of a women's movement. The idea that we don't need men.
Okay, what? Okay, now you just ramble.
Men are always and constantly, once again, the oppressed versus the oppressor. I have news for people that do identify themselves as feminist.
Says the woman with the pants on in the room. Press 1 with the full-fledged man outfit, right? Mrs. Feminism, right? She the most feminism woman in there with her business suit, right? Whole man outfit she wearing. She look like Cab Gill. The only thing she needs is a tie, right? Wow. It says the hypocrite. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Men are not dropped off by the stork. They are born. We are the people that have to carry men for 9 months. They are our little boys, they are our sons, they are our husbands. The idea that somebody can live a life in the way that Brett Kavanaugh has lived his life, and to have what has happened to him over these last couple of weeks happen to him should terrify everyone. This country needs due process, but beyond that, this country needs women to find their voices and to fight for our men. Because
that's feminism. No, I don't need you to fight for me. Oh no, that's feminism. Oh, let us tell you what the men need. Men are simple. Men need this one. No, we are not children. I mean, we have to carry. We grow. You do know that. We don't need you for that. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, lead us. That's feminism. Woman over man. No, she's not all over the place. She's from the perspective of the Lords of London. She's white supremacist talking point. Facts.
Happening right now is a cultural war on men.
Where's the cultural war? Where? Now she just separated, made a whole nother culture that attacks men and men attacking women, and just women and men, subcultures under subcultures and subcultures. My pain mean nothing. You know what means something? Huh? Men and women, women needing to lead men, because we carried them for 9 months.
Quite controversially, I also speak out against Planned Parenthood, and I know
Look over there. They say clap. Watch this one. Watch behind him.
Needs due process, but
watch
beyond that,
they
this
said, watch
country
this.
needs women to find their voice.
Watch this. Watch. Clap.
And to fight for our men, because what is happening right now is a cultural war on men. Quite controversially, I also speak out against Planned Parenthood, and I know
wow.
In school, I learned that choice was good. The word choice is good. The left is incredibly good at linguistics. Planned Parenthood. That sounds nice. I want to plan my parenthood. But in reality, they're murdering babies. Choice. Choice is good. I want choices. But in reality, one of those choices is to murder. When I looked into Planned Parenthood and the history of eugenics and the fact that it was founded by a woman who quite literally said that black people need to be exterminated like weeds.
Now I'm going to stop it there. This woman is sick. Wait a minute. You just spent the whole time rambling about nothing. Racism doesn't exist. And then you go off into eugenics? You go off into the total annihilation of our race, of our entire nation, the colonial Americans, and extermination. Putting that off on American Indians would involve civil rights and liberties of foreigners, again, invading the Americas. How could you? Some things are just like, what? Deny, yet accept to deny. Right in the face of Nazis, communists, children of Hitler and Stalin. That's why it's important that you speak and not in a chat room. Press 1. That's why it's important, man, that you speak and not in a chat room. Because while you, M. Brown, is saying, stop it, lady, she won't stop it. You understand? You need to get it together and grow and become. She's not going to stop. The propaganda machine behind her and the money behind that whole movement, it deals with banks. You stop it. You, as a man, stop. Fight back against that. Not in a chat room like this one. She listens to the show. Press 1. They all listen to the show. You can talk to her. You do know that, right? You can talk to her. Ain't nothing annoy me more than a nigga typing in my chat room that can't speak. I'm just letting you know that. So while you having fun, pressing 1s and 2s, just know I'm looking for somebody to snipe. I'm not your friend. And I'm not going to carry you. You're going to walk. That's what you're going. I'm not here to be your 30 minutes to an hour or 3 hours. I don't do this to wake you up. What's your name? What's the name up in there? Press 1. I've come to do this, bro. Wake y'all up and you to take part so you're not left out. Standing on the sideline don't count. You got to be in the game to win. Press 1. And if you don't think you can win, I don't want you on my team anyway. If you're scared, then you're a coward in this position. You can't even use the one instrument God. You a soldier in God's army, a great musician at truth, and you can't speak. Oh, you's a de facto. You's a what do they call those babies who are born with you disfigured or something? You bungalow 54. You're not needed. And I can't help a man who needs his buckle. They can't speak. I've been up here for how long? How long I been talking? A whole job. Press 1, 3 hours and 41 minutes all over America, right here, just proving it. So for a man to be around here acting like, oh man, no, you do it better. No, you got to speak. No, that's just what it is. You got to speak. And if you don't be walking around this motherfucker like, oh yeah, press 1 like everybody else. I will block you. It's to you. Kev Road University. You want to hang out here? You want to have fun? There's some beautiful ladies up in the chat room. Nigga, I'm not finna allow you to come over and poison their mind with your slickness. Press 1. These people got jobs and they got work and stuff like that. Nigga, I'm not finna bless you and you ain't even over here studying. You around here looking at spandex, trying to be a chat room hero. Get out of here. You get up out of here real fast. Press 1. Amanda don't want to talk to you. Forrest Glory don't want to talk to you. Brittany don't want to talk to you. Shaba don't want to talk to you. The Journey of Sins, Royal Purple, I'm Just Lori. None of them want to talk to you. And I'm asking, what you doing here if you ain't learning nothing? As a dude who needs to fight back with truth, I'm already here. I got on the internet to tell you the good news that God is good. You can't express and believe and fight for the kingdom of God on the sideline. You a fan. You a person who just watching it go down. You watching Kev beat up on these giants when you can come in and get a tag team elbow off the top rope or something. Nah, nigga. No, I'm not your friend. Press 1. No. I realize y'all niggas don't do nothing on the sideline. Paying attention to the fans and the crowd is going to make me miss my buckets. Getting text messages from people who ain't paying attention but want to talk to me in my messages, I'm blocked. Press 1. I got a new Instagram coming too, directly for this channel right here. New Instagram. You ain't even got to call. You just tune in right there and press going live with Kev right now. Press. I'm gonna go live on Instagram and on YouTube. Seems like a good lunch right about here. Y'all tripping. You feel me? You hear me? Yeah, because if you want to be free, you hear the ladies talking about, you heard what Wanda said, the men have to speak. There is no reason to be here if you've been here this whole time and you cannot speak. This is when the university started, I said this is an oral presentation interaction virtual classroom. Not to sit back and watch Kev, and when he call on you, you're not available. I'm here with the knowledge. I'm available. I just told you what civil law, the dead law, why you're black. That's a lot. That's slavery. I just broke that down for you. I broke it down. That's black. You dead in law. Now we're gonna be talking about what's the remedy. We ain't even got to the remedy yet. But you're not ready to go because you don't know how to speak. So I can't give you the remedy. I'm just going to diagnose you with your problem and watch what you do. That's so much information in what I brought today and yesterday to last a lifetime. They spend a lifetime trying to get you not to even think about it. They spend billions and billions of dollars. So while you taking it for granted, sitting in your fucking garage, I'm saying things that y'all said will get niggas killed. I risk my life for you, and you can't speak for me. Ain't that something? You got a man risk his life to bring you the truth. You take it for granted. That's what take it for granted means. Coffee and Kush TV, when you just sit back as a man, care what trumpet you want to blow. What? Because you're not ready. You're not ready for truth. You're not ready for the law. You're not ready for judgment. You're not ready. You swear you pray to God. You swear you got to be in the presence of God, and you're afraid. Press 1. That's that. Why I order Uber, lunch, and all that. Press 1. Let me track that. 5 minutes away, it's a black man. Coming, a foreigner. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all learned something. More to come. Carroll University. A lot more than come. But you can only go as far as you want to go. And as always, family, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all in real life. And always, I'll holler.